been less than 24 hours. The Collector of the Year award. We already have 15 entries. 29 days to go. There's some news to the Collector of the Year award. I broke the news yesterday. There's two new categories: most improved collector and biggest best pickup of the year. Anybody's interested in entering the top 15 collectors of the year, you could DM me. And I will consider if you meet the criteria to fit in. I've reached out to a lot of people. There's a few left I want to reach out to. Haven't had a lot of good recommendations. What up, GT? Good to see you. So it's all about how many books you crack. How many books you cracked in the last 2 years. GT, you might want to enter, man. You be getting some books. People be sleeping on GT's books. Oh, I got a good one. So I was been watching Could Have Been Records. And it Could Have Been House. Oh, we got a guest, Joe. What, Brev?
I'm Biggie. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Poking around. D says he gets off around 7:30, so I figured I'd drop a link for him. He might shoot through. Got a good YouTube video for us to watch. Let's see. Yeah, I was talking about the top 15 collectors.
Yeah.
And been getting a lot of entries, a lot of lists. I have, not we. And it's a lot of participation. Really happy with the way things are going.
Yeah, that's good.
We get a big bill. I have to pick out who is the best.
What's the criteria? What you think is the best?
That's right.
Well, that's ridiculous.
You think it's ridiculous?
Yes.
Why would you say that?
Because you're one person. Why do I care what you think about how I collect?
That shocks me. I would never. It sounds a little bit salty.
No, it didn't mean to be insulting.
A little
It just
crusty.
is what it is.
So you don't respect my opinion. You don't think
I respect your opinion, but I don't care what you think on how I collect. No.
I don't care on how I think.
On how I collect, no. Try using full sentences there, Big.
I'm trying to understand. I mean, half the sentence is good enough for me. I thought you would enjoy my my little award I'm doing.
I think it's fine. I just when I say collect what you love and collect how you like, I actually mean that. I don't subscribe to how somebody tells me how to collect.
Well, I wouldn't say that we're telling people how to collect. Biggie's just ranking it based on his opinion. So he's not saying one person's wrong or right. He's just sharing his opinion.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because, I mean, obviously I have the best collection, but that's in my eyes.
Call my award ridiculous. I would say it's more valid than other awards because I'm not going by asking people to give me points or votes. It would be based on who has the better books. and I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of how good these books are. I don't know. You know, I've done this before, didn't get too many complaints. Um, I like my award thing, and I have out of everybody in the community, I do follow the way people collect books. That's one of my favorite things. So I think I'm gonna do a good job. Who would you rather have do it than me?
I wouldn't subscribe to anybody that was doing it, Biggie. It's not you. I just don't subscribe to how anybody says, "Oh, you've got the." Who are you to tell me who's got the best books? That's how I think. Not to you personally, just to anybody.
Well, I would expect that from some people. I wouldn't. I know that it sounds silly. You know, like when Brian LCS. Who's he to say who's the best YouTube channel or to judge comments for people?
He's not. He's got 7,000 people voting.
So you have more faith in their system than mine.
No, I don't have any faith in any real award system, to be honest.
I'm just wondering. I don't know.
Well, Biggie, hey, so I did back up how I feel about your vote, your contest, whatever you're doing, your awards. But I will also say that I wouldn't take Bleeker's statement personally.
No, it's not
He's
a
not
personal statement.
Yeah, he's not saying that Biggie isn't qualified. He just doesn't. I think Bleeker has kind of a disposition already against ranking people's collections. So whether you're an amazing collector or an amazing comic book mind, I don't think it or even a really good friend, it's not going to change how Bleeker feels about ranking other people's collections.
It is not. You are correct, D.
So don't take that wrong. Don't take that to heart, Biggie. He's not saying that you're wrong for doing it. It's just not for Bleeker.
Okay, that's fine. My thing, I feel like it's pretty black and white. If there's a list of books somebody sends you and you look at the list of books, I think a lot of people could judge if it's better.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's black and white. Like some people have different collecting goals. Some people don't collect all high-end keys. Some people collect runs. Some people collect everything. Some people just collect this. It's really, I don't know, just collect what you love, in my opinion. Again,
the best way to settle this, Biggie, is to obviously vote Bleeker as the number one collector of 23 and 24.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
That'll solve everything.
I am not the best collector. I am far, far from the best collector.
I added 2 categories, which were the most improved and the best pickup of the year.
I do like the best pickup of the year.
But if I'm ridiculous, you know, I am persuaded to think maybe you wouldn't want that part. You know, you didn't want any part of the top 15. So
I don't qualify for your top 15. I could name 15 people off the top of my head that collect better than I do.
Hey, but Bleeker, the grand prize is a $500 gift card to Tim Hortons.
I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I hate Tim Hortons.
That's like the only Canadian restaurant I could think of off the top of my head.
I'm the worst Canadian alive, bro. I don't go to Tim Hortons.
I don't even know what they sell. Like
coffee and donuts. I don't drink coffee.
Oh, okay.
I eat donuts, but they sell sandwiches and stuff. They're like a little, I don't know, they're all right.
Okay.
They're good. It's a good restaurant, I guess, but
Well, this was the first little smidget of maybe criticism I've got so far. I'm surprised it came from Bleeker, but that's okay. Bleeker. You don't have to agree with the
Well, it's not you, Biggie. You're a good judge of good books. I know you are, because you have a ton of them behind you.
Yeah, everybody else has just sent the list or like, thank you for asking me to be involved, and everybody's very supportive.
And Bleeker didn't tell you not to make the list either. Like he ain't trying to. It's just he's just not into those lists, man. So I really don't take it to heart, Biggie. Like that. That's important.
I'm just trying to put things in perspective. I value Bleeker's opinion, and
well, my opinion is just that, again, I can't subscribe to somebody I don't know. You have a good collection. I think I've got a great collection. Is it the best collection? No. But do I like how I collect? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I nominate Splash Page for Lifetime Achievement.
Fuck
and
yeah.
Dedication to-
Fuck. Splash Page has every comic book.
What's up, Matt? I'm gonna drop the link for you, bro. If you
I
want
would think Steppo and Comic Collector Geek are on that list. You know,
everybody's involved so far that I've asked. I haven't had anybody not want to be involved, so it's going very well.
that's good.
Steppo, Alan, everybody.
And what's the term? Is it just this year from 23 to this now, or is it just like 24? What's the term?
It's the last 2 years, 2023 to 2024, up until.
Hey guys, it's
Hey,
my cat.
I forget
We're
her
selling pizza. His name is Chase.
name. Chase. Yeah, Chase.
Does your orange cat have extra toes?
No, but he does spread them out really good.
There's only a couple people I haven't heard from, but I'm expecting they probably will shoot through. Everybody else has at least messaged back. I haven't heard from Night Tiger, but he just hasn't said anything yet.
I would think that you should put some fat stacks in there.
I did. He sent me a list.
Yeah.
That stuff is in.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
What up, Matt?
Hey Matt. Matt, you missed my cat. Here he is.
Oh, I saw him. I saw him as I was coming in. Hello, kitty cat. How are you, Chase?
He's such a good
cats.
boy.
I used to have 4 back before I found out I was allergic and had to not have cats anymore.
Oh, dude, if I was allergic to cats, I'd keep riding, baby. I love cats.
Well, I mean, I had them forever. I was down to 1 when I found out because 3 of them had passed on. So, I mean, I found her a good home. And
There you go.
yeah, but it turns out my son is uber allergic, so I probably would have to get rid of them anyway.
I
Yeah.
see Journey and a couple other people say they're agreeing with Bleecker and me. Now, what Bleecker said earlier, collect what you love, collect what you enjoy. It's hard.
I-
to do
That's just it. Who? Okay, I'm going to put it
I
this way.
can't gauge that. I can't gauge how much.
I know it's very hard to gauge.
That's ridiculous.
You're not
Everybody
wrong.
collects their own way, and everybody thinks they have the perfect collection. And all I would say is if you're going to judge somebody for their collection, I hope it's judged in the absolute, is this collection great for them? Because if somebody only has, for example, Marvel Star Comics, you know what I'm talking about, the Alfs and the Care Bears and the whatever. But if that's all they like, to them, that's a great collection.
But this is to me like I see all these opinions and none of them offend me. But Biggie is ranking it based on his opinion. And I'm cool with that. Like he's not saying that your collection sucks if you didn't win.
Exactly. No,
He's ranking it based on his opinion. Like if I made a video tomorrow based on my top 10 favorite comic book covers of all time, should all other comic book cover artists like feel shamed and slighted? No, like it's my opinion. And now if you no, Biggie, if you take your list and you sit there and you tell everyone that didn't make the top 15 that their collection is awful and they should stop collecting,
don't do that.
that would be a shitty way to go. But I don't think there's anything wrong with Biggie sharing his opinion on whose collection, who did the best in 23-24. It's literally one man's opinion, and he's excited about it.
Yeah.
And and that's where, like, I can tell it kind of hurts him a little bit when he sees people disagreeing with the idea.
I will put
I was just a little surprised. It's okay. I said when I started, I expect people to say.
I also look at it this way: if Biggie is throwing in awards on his channel, he gets to make the rules on what. No, I mean, like, I know you laugh, Bleak, but at the same time, it's not like I mean, the CB whatever, the CBCA there, they have a board, right, and they have their guidelines. Okay,
Yeah, that is true.
on who would the 5? I mean, like, yes, ultimately we vote on, but they pick the 5 finalists.
Beckerman, you're picking up what I'm putting down, brother.
I'm
What
gonna
big
judge this
rule
by
is
myself,
with
and
the
it's gonna be
Tigers.
fucking done well. Like, if people don't like it, they could tell me they don't like it. But I've been working on understanding what good books are for a while, and unless I get some recommendations for some help or some backup,
Oh, Man Cave entered the list.
Man Cave
Shit.
just hit his
I
list.
got you. I got your back, Vicky, because you're trying to be, very nice and awesome, and on your channel, that's your call. And you know what? It's nice because the people, if they're extremely proud and want to be on your list, they're gonna be.
I think it's good for the
There's nothing
collectors.
stopping. There's nothing stopping the great Reverend Blaster from not submitting a list.
That's true. That
No,
is
I
true.
would
There's
love
nothing, again, I won't submit a list either because in my life I don't feel the need to get awards necessarily to
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of what I've done together, but it's a self pride. I mean, if I'd never made a channel, no one would really know what I have, and I'd still feel proud of it.
But I can, like I said, I could name 15 people just off the top of my head that I would go, wow, those guys
I could do
those
the
guys
same.
are good collectors.
I could do the same. I mean, I
Man
like Big
Cave's
collection.
absolutely
I like
one of them,
Dee's
right?
collection.
Biggie's
I'm
one
sure
of them.
you've got a
Look
good
at
one.
Biggie's collection.
I know. I can see. I've never fully seen your collection there, Bleak, but I'm sure you've got a good one. Just
I
like
got some
you,
good
Dad. I'm
bangers.
sure
I
he
got
has
some
a
good
good one.
bangers.
Hey, today I sealed the deal on a comic book that I have been hunting down for over 5 years. I got it in a 9.8. I got it from my comic shop. I got it for $120 under the asking price because I made a best offer.
Awesome.
I'm not saying what it is yet because I'm excited to get it. And when everyone else, but here's the part, and this Bleaker, this goes right into what you're saying. When everyone sees my book, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck cares?"
It's like this.
and it's not Scarlet Spider.
Really?
I finally got this one that I have been looking for about 6 or 7 years. It cost me only $20, but the fact is, I kept losing auction after auction on it, and whenever I saw it on my comic shop, it disappeared before I could say hello.
I've heard you talk about that one. The well.
And then I finally got it 2 weeks ago, where I got it sent to me in on my want list, and I finally was able to grab it. So
Hey man, I pick up things I can afford. I picked up
$20
the
book.
first Muppet Babies recently and the first Indiana Jones. that's where I'm at, man.
But I mean, like, everybody has their own little. I mean, like, some people make the argument about the Grail, but everyone has their books they want, and it big, small, it doesn't matter. It makes them happy.
That's true. That is true.
All right, I feel like showing it. Biggie, make me big. I think Matt would appreciate this cover too. He might care. I got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's that classic Superman 80s.
That's
Superman.
very classic.
No, this is 90s. It's got the
Is that
bullet.
90s? Oh,
Yeah, that's very classic.
yeah.
It's probably my favorite Superman cover of all time.
Yeah. Did you see? I was looking through to this month's DC stuff that's coming. They're actually releasing an omnibus of all those when Superman went into space, when he felt bad after killing those 3 Kryptonian criminals. They're actually releasing that era, that group of stories as an omnibus.
Well, I hope everybody takes it as an honor or a sign of respect for me whenever I ask or try to get these collectors to enter, because I do have respect for everybody's collections, and I do put a lot of consideration into maybe how you got them or what the importance is to you to getting them. And I do value some a little higher than just their monetary value. So I am very considerate, but ultimately when somebody gets like a Showcase 4 or a Batman 1, I do value that higher than a Submariner 1 or an Iron Man 1.
I
And
would imagine, yeah.
I think that's pretty cut blank dry,
As far as books are concerned, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But also, I will say this. I mean, Biggie, and I say this only because some people are blessed with better financial resources than others, and therefore, the bigger books they can get them. I will never be able to pull some of the stuff that a Steppo or an Allen pulls because they just have more resources.
Yeah. The other thing is, like, this is just a way to put some shine on to people that are just collecting comics, and don't have as many viewers or as many people that would run and vote for them.
Honestly, Biggie, I personally think that it's a wonderful idea what you're doing, because you are at least reaching out to people to say, I value your collection. Send me
Yes.
a list. And I would consider an honor if I was nominated for a Biggie list.
Absolutely. I haven't messaged you yet, Matt, but I'm going to and ask for your list because you may make the list. And I don't know who all's going to make the list yet. I still haven't. I kind of know who's in the top 5 or 6 right now, maybe, but the rest of it's wide open.
That's true. That's true. Top,
Yeah,
the top 5 or 6.
Who that
are pretty-
pushing?
I like Comic Journey's comment. He says, I won't participate because I don't want Biggie to know what I have.
There's been some surprising lists I've been getting, some very solid ones. So
Journey's got some good shit, actually. Journey's got some really good content.
yeah, there's.
And I vote for Susie just for participating.
I
Susie,
also
let me know
vote
if you
for
got your
Susie.
books from me yet or not. I don't know if you got them.
She got a Dracula this year, so that's good.
Yeah,
Well, she just put if you could put her up there, Biggie. I like her comment there.
okay.
I'm the best new collector.
You know what? You might win, Susie, because you might be the most improved because if you didn't collect any last year, I got Bronze's list. I got Big B's coming, I think.
Hi, Chris.
Oh yeah, Big B's probably got some big.
Beckerman, that was Adventures of Superman 505 cover A.
It's
Yeah,
a
505 is a good book.
It's a
It
mix-
is.
Yeah,
it's a
it's the first.
Go ahead, D. I'm sorry, I didn't
No.
know you.
It's the first issue after the whole Reign of the Superman run.
That's right, where he's back to being Superman in the outfit. And if I remember correctly, wasn't there also a foil cover for that one?
There is. There's like a holofoil cover.
I think I have the holofoil.
Did it just take you so long to find because you were wanting a 980? Because
Yeah, wanting a 9/8. It's a very meaningless book.
I was gonna say
like,
you must come from a really terrible town if you can't find that book
Oh
somewhere.
no, I've got several copies of it, but they keep not getting 9/8s when I
Yeah.
submit them.
Okay.
And-
Yeah, I know you're a 9.8 guy.
Why you?
And-
You should have told me about it. You know, I'd get you one.
Yeah, no, I found one now, and I think I got it at a decent price. But the thing is the Superman collectors that collect that run, there's only 6 in a 9/8 in the world. So,
Yeah. It's because I find that a lot of Superman books don't necessarily get sent in because there's not exactly a huge value behind them. So a lot of people, unless it's sentimental like yourself, D, they don't go really searching for it.
Well,
Yeah, no,
Dee's a perfect person to he has a sentimental collection. Everything is Scarlet Spider or
That's exactly it. I mean, I would if we talked the other night about doing CBCS and CGC, right? And the only types of books that I would think about doing are the big ones from those particular ones. The first Power Girl, the first He-Man, or the first I would send in the first Doomsday, just that kind of thing.
Oh,
The
dude,
full
absolutely. You send in the first
18,
Doomsday.
not 17. Because 18 at least is Doomsday on the cover.
It's very hard to judge sentimentalities of things. So you got to have a mixture of being able to kind of know the different communities within our community, and then also having the comic book knowledge of trying to. I'm gonna have to learn some books. I don't know every book, but people send me
I
a
don't
list
think
of them.
See that's fantastic, D. I love that book, and I love that.
and it's a newsstand.
Wow,
9/8 banger.
I have
Yep.
I have a buddy who has the
Let me
CPV
get one of those.
version of the newsstand,
Yeah,
but
These
he
will send me his 8.5.
he didn't send it in.
I'm excited.
To answer Bronze Age, I did a video on my channel. You can check it out. The greatest unboxing of 2024.
Nice.
here's that holofoil cover that you're talking about,
Yeah, that's the one I have. That's the version I have. At the moment.
and this is still a cool cover, but it's way more common actually. Even though it's called the collector's edition, it's way more common.
I don't think I've ever actually come across the version you have. Every time I see that book anywhere, it seems to be the foil version.
Yeah, and The foil version is it's not the cover A. The cover A is the one I showed.
Am I including original art to the criteria? If it's a professional artist, yes. You can if you got original art from comic book artists in the last 2 years, you could submit that to the contest. That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's a beautiful. See, that foil there is pretty beautiful too. But isn't the other one the regular one the black costume?
No, this is the regular version of it.
Right, okay, yes, all right.
Well, you certainly got your work cut out for you there, Biggie. That's not going to be easy.
I got a lot of lists, and I gotta say that so far I don't feel like I'm out of my water. There's some stuff I need to check on, but I feel
Yeah,
fairly,
it's another good book, D.
fairly comfortable with what I've been seeing.
And dude, see anyone with a 9.8 of this ridiculously unimportant book.
Well,
Two Superboys going after it.
in the middle, number one.
I love this book so much, and it's a cool cover too.
0
I love,
hours.
yeah, Tom Grummett is one of my favorite Superman artists. Not as cool as Dan Jurgens, but he's up there.
Oh, hold on. Let's see what Doc's saying. This year is a little skewed for me as I traded many books I've been collecting for. That gives you an advantage, bro, because you're like meshing in 15 years into one book. That's fucking tough, dog.
Yes, but wouldn't that and I'm just going to say that wouldn't that fall under your most improved collection category? Because if you're trading a whole bunch of smaller stuff for something big, it's like a big bang.
Doc doesn't have really small stuff.
I'm about to say, he didn't trade anything small.
He
Matt.
traded my like huge books.
Yeah,
for me.
15.
Big, huger books.
I do have.
Yeah, he traded X-Men 1, AF-15, and various other books of that similar ilk for Detective Comics 27.
Yeah.
So,
That's a pretty big bang. That's
a huge bag.
So for
more power to you.
This is a major announcement right now. So for everybody's information, Doc is the 2-time defending champion, and I have chosen to make him the moniker and the symbol of the collector of the year. Now he's competing. He's not standing back. He wants to compete. He said, Biggie, let me at him. I'm like, all right, brother, you do what you want. But he's like the Larry O'Brien and what's the Vince Lombardi trophy. He will be the
so that would be like Jerry West playing in the NBA with the logo of himself.
The logo came to play, so y'all got to go against the main man. So you
got to go against the Jerry West of comic book collecting.
I'm not saying he can't be beat, man. You should see these lists I'm getting because they're like 50.
I'm just trying to get in top 5. If I'm 5, I'm good. I'm happy.
How many books are on these lists?
2 years worth, and I'm up for it. I tell everybody, don't worry about how long it is. I'm up for it, and I appreciate every book you send me. Now, saying that, the only problem, Bleeker, for me, is it's got to go on a faith basis. If I find out that you're showing me a book or telling me about a book you've had longer than 2 years, automatic disqualification. That's
I have a good question.
Tell books that I've had less than 2 years in a lot of cases.
I have a good question, Biggie. What if it's a book that was stolen for a couple of weeks and then returned? Does that count?
You're in, buddy. You're in.
Is that a new book?
I didn't have the book for a couple of weeks. It was not in my possession. I had to fight with legal action against the company.
You're fine, Doc. You can do that.
You know, so.
No. I'll give you another. And Hudat's question was very serious. Don't let me. Don't.
I actually was.
But like, so I've done like in the past when I used to make content, I would do like a top 10 of 2020 video, right? So like the top 10 books I got this year, and I would include books in that list that I may have gotten in 2019, but I sent it out for grading and got it back in 2020. Because for me, a big part of the value of that book is the fact that it came back in a certain grade. So, Biggie, if I got a book in 2022 and I got it graded in 2023, can it be on my list?
Hell no.
All right. I am now fully backing Bleecker. I'm not good with this list. I think the whole thing is rigged and it's fucking goddamn communism at its fucking finest.
I will
I
have
can't,
to
I
say
can't
that
fucking just give you a canvas that you must have. You got
I would have to say if that's the case, then Biggie, I definitely can't send you a list because honestly, I don't remember what I had before and what I got this year, other than a couple
That's
of
fine. That's fine.
other than a couple of books that I bought off Alan. I know that guy. I know that those ones I got this year because I only met him this year. So
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If you haven't got some big books, you're probably not gonna make the top 15. So you don't need to send me a list. So I'm not trying to be mean, but
no, I totally agree. I don't have the kind of I have what I call a middling collection in the sense that I have a lot of books in that $20 to $50 range, but not a hell of a lot above that.
Yep.
So
that's perfect. I've been doing the same thing, Matt. I've got 2 big books in the last 2 years. Been getting a lot of small stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that.
it's simply because what I'm interested in isn't like I'm not into Marvel Silver Age, so right off the bat that eliminates a lot of big books. I'm mostly into the Super Family, which is not that high in terms of value. It's easy to buy cheap. So
Well, my boy Ricky from All Sorts of Words, he loves Legion, and he entered a very good list. He got the first Legion superheroes. He got the first Supergirl.
yeah, he was those 2 were his big ones, and I'm glad
Judge Dredd one. Fucking,
Yeah.
he's been making.
he's got the first Crypto too, I believe.
Yep, he's about the same kind of taste you have, pretty much.
Man, did I get that Supergirl this last year? I think I did. I believe I played it last year. Huh?
You did, yes, you did. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Got to add it. Yeah, Hudat's got a ton that he's got to add. I think.
I'm very.
Does
I
he
am
still have
very.
that's why. That's why. Look, like jokingly. That's why last year, for the longest, and these guys know because I did it for a while. I would put on. I would be like collector of the year 2023. Like I was putting that on my. Just having fun with it. But even though they had no kind of voting for collector of the year.
You've collected really well though over the last few years. Like I've seen your collector stuff. So
yeah, I try my best. I'm not.
I would imagine.
I
imagine Steppo's on the top of this list. Steppo.
I'm not on a level of certain guys, but I try to work my magic on selling and buying. And
listen. Steppo's not the only one that has a Batman 1. That my Batman 1 is 2011 doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, my Batman 1 is signed by Capullo. Take that, Steppo.
Yeah, I also have Batman 1 from 2016, so I have 2.
Oh, yeah, I got.
Just to be the guy that ain't the top 5 would be. It's gonna be fun to see people where they place, and you take it for what you want. You don't have a 6-digit salary every year, and you did the best you could. You made the top. That's very fucking impressive. And in my mind, I would think I'm the number 1. But that's how I think.
Oh, dude, if you end this list with like saying you're the fucking best, and then you just cut the video, dude, no, that would make me so happy.
That would be epic. Turns out I'm the number 1 collector. Everybody,
I actually did that.
Thanks for your plan.
I was like, "Oh, y'all suck. I got everything." But
I just have to say something that was really funny this week. For the first time in the history of North America, there was an election this week in Toronto where they were picking a candidate who was missing in the House of Commons, and for the first time ever, a candidate got 0 votes. Because the guy who was running, who got 0 votes, didn't actually live in the riding and couldn't vote for himself.
That's pretty bad.
Yep.
We got someone else on the.
What is this, Biggie? What are you showing us?
This is awesome. We don't have it.
What is this? The maniac that was fighting with the cops again?
Hey Chris, Reno PD,
Yeah.
what's going on, man?
The new one.
Same guy?
No, different guy.
Okay.
Is that Michael Myers?
I'm with the Reno Police Department. I work with your brother.
Get your hand off the weapon right there, mother. I got my hands right here.
What was
Take
it?
your hat off. You.
Got my hands right here.
Chris.
Take your hat.
Chris,
You.
Look at my hands.
what is going on, man?
I like this guy.
Come through the fucking window. I like this guy too.
All right.
Look at my hands.
He got shot in 2020.
Right here.
Where's my brother? I need a hug, man. Don't shoot me.
Where is your brother? I don't know. We've been trying to get a hold of him.
He just comes out the
My
window.
hands through my window.
My name is Christopher Henderson. You guys shot me in 2020. You guys didn't pay me any money. You shot me in my right shoulder.
Chris, what is going
Let's
on?
go show him the wound.
What's
Oh,
going
he's
on,
jacked.
Chris?
He's fucking yoked.
Get the out of my way. Move away. All of you. All of you move the
It would have been
away.
funnier if he had like the big belly and shit.
And if you're gonna shoot
Chris.
me in the back, shoot me in the-
Yeah. Don't take no shit, dude.
Chris.
Yeah.
He's gonna go Bruce
You
Banner,
got a
isn't he?
bunch of neighbors
Dude, he's
around.
like Henry Cavill, yeah. Like
Police
he's
identify the man
hey.
seen here as 45-year-old Christopher
He's like
Sheehan,
Wolverine.
the brother
Yeah, I
of
ain't fucking with him.
and military veteran.
Yeah. His brother is on
I'm
the
going to
Reno.
the hospital with my dog now. Get the fuck out of here. All of you now.
Blake, I'm so. Biggie, I'm so happy you're doing this award thing, and it's not me.
Push up the push up.
Well, it takes a certain type of. I'm sure you can handle it. I don't know. I think it's gonna be great. Someone needs.
well,
to,
Oh, I could handle it. I just don't like the headache.
it's not gonna be too bad. It is too much work for the pay, but I did say you could bribe me. So someone send me some money.
yeah, that's the other part. Corruption is encouraged. Like, what kind of list is this upfront about that?
Yeah, if you collect little Powerpuff Girls and little ponies, and you want to send me, $100, I might put you on the list.
Maybe I will submit my Care Bear collection after.
Yeah, yeah. My Star Comics collection.
I'm about to say certain Care Bear books are expensive.
There's a few. I have respect for Care Bear books. I think the hardest thing for me to understand is the Women Keys and a little bit of Golden Age, but the rest of it,
Indie, dude. You don't have the indie shit that's out there.
I'll be all right. What indie should? You know what's funny? Nobody's really sending a bunch of indie shit.
Well, that's why I'm not sending my shit, because half my shit I have collect is indie shit.
I actually don't think I've seen many indie books.
Has
Hey,
Walking
make me,
Dead gone down?
make me big. Make me big.
That's my point.
It doesn't stop people from doing it. They can.
Oh, look at this.
My little pony, my little-
9.8.
That's your wife's book. What's your wife's
It's,
book?
it's my wife's book. I'll go put it back in her room.
Yeah. I have the gold foil edition of that
Oh, fuck you.
in a 9.9.
Maybe you can help me with finding someone that could do this better than me, Journey. Who's better fitted?
Oh, nobody. I don't think.
I don't know. I'm not saying I'm the greatest. I'm just saying, like, I want a good idea. I think Hudat would do good. I think
Who that knows a lot of shit. Like
he knows a lot of people too. That's the key. You got to know a lot of people, and you got to know a lot of shit.
people.
He actually knows a lot of the indie shit too.
I know indie shit,
Until I started watching YouTube videos, comics about 2 years ago, I didn't know anybody outside of Ottawa collecting comics. So
Who that surprised me the other day when he actually told me he owned the Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I did it as I'm like nobody fucking even knows what this comic is. I have one. I'm like, this motherfucker has one. Look at this.
I was trying to find the because I know who I bought it from. See, good thing I have a good memory of what people
Yeah,
I
I'll
buy
give you
from.
trivia. Do you know how many prints of that book exist?
It's I know it's over 7. I know that
7.
it's over 7. I just remember
It's more than Killing Joke.
It's like
It's
20.
27.
I was
Jesus.
like, it's 20 something. That's what I was like.
Going facing the west right here.
Oh, Wolverine's mad
The
again.
number one is like I think the most expensive one, and I think a special edition that he signed on the inside is like the second
You're
most
scared. Are you scared?
Yeah.
Be honest.
I'm not scared of you, dude.
I know you're
I'm
not
actually in the
scared of me.
process of getting every
I'm
single
scared
print.
of me. I fear one man, and his name is you want to know what his name is?
Man, I'll tease the shit out of it. All the muscles. We're gonna see all the muscles.
In the back?
If he says, if he says it's Cthulhu, I think that'll be awesome.
Right? I'm a man. Chris, you remember?
I trained that guy. You see the kind of muscles he has?
These are some bitch push-ups for a guy. Look at these push-ups he does. Hold on.
Is this live?
No. Look at these fucking push-ups he's about to do, though. They're,
2022.
Your birthday. Chris, what's going on tonight? I'm doing
And the cops are thinking, I left Yum Yum Donuts for this.
look at these fucking push-ups. I guess they're okay.
What did he go to this guy for? What did he do?
Oh,
That's getting weird. See, like his moves, legs.
What did he do, like beat up his neighbor
Probably,
or something?
probably was a call of disturbance or something. They just went to go check.
He was screaming in the neighborhood.
All your weapons,
Yeah.
I'll see 'em right here.
I would imagine most of his neighbors are freaked out. Look at the size of the motherfucker.
Every single
You, hey, can you imagine?
Here,
Like, let's say he's married, right?
standing in the
And
distance.
you sleep with his wife, and then you find out whose wife you slept with.
If it's a cowboy,
Dead, bro. That's dead.
Something tells me she'd be afraid to be doing that.
Dude, Clayton Crane would be fucked, bro.
you're gonna shoot me because you think I think I'm
I haven't seen. Has he gone to any conventions this year? Like he's laying low.
Black Flag?
Pictures on him.
Did you come up and hit
No,
me?
Clayton Crane.
I tried to
Did you
fix
come up and hit
it.
me in the-
Yeah, he did.
Chris?
Can we
Did you
fix
do
it?
that?
I know
With
that's-
his significant other.
Yeah, his new
Yeah,
wife's
but-
keeping under wraps so he doesn't steal anyone
Can we
else's
get
wife.
some help, my friend?
I already got you.
Officers keep their distance from the 45-year-old as this late-night drama continues.
What's up?
Chris.
Shooting him out with my boy Mike
Chris.
here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Hey,
7 times. You gonna shoot me? I got no weapons. What else you want to see? You want to see the
He's
song?
taking his pants off now?
Oh, yeah, you're showing dick.
Oh, you real?
You want something
Guys,
big?
you're hard. Navy SEALs are hard.
Oh, he's a Navy SEAL?
Jocko
Oh,
Willink.
Jesus.
Jocko, run
He
this
just got
country.
even-
I would fuck with him. Now I definitely wouldn't fuck with him.
Tom Milliken. You
I
guys know
don't
who
know,
Tom
man.
Milliken
He's
is?
way too jacked. Fuck that.
Chris.
You guys know who they are?
No, Tate, I don't fight cops. I sent this guy to fight them for me.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm hard as
If I ever get pulled over,
First of all, they let them get too close to them.
shit.
You're not. I'm not letting you get
444.
that close to me.
No, man. My taser would have gone off by now already. Like,
Yeah,
nope.
you think this whole staged?
Listen.
oh, it ain't
Yeah, like right in the back. They could have tased them a long time. Like, dude, that's a lot of muscle mass that will be.
Stop.
what's the
Honestly,
taser?
if this was in New York, this guy would have got his ass kicked already by the cops.
You think
Don't
so?
shoot me in the back.
Oh yeah.
Don't shoot me in the back, Reno PD. Don't arrest me.
They're in Reno.
Don't touch me.
Unless it was in a very public area.
Shut the f up.
Holy shit, he's
Let me
jacked.
be quiet.
Yeah, I don't think New
Let
York
me be
cops are
quiet and go in my own
doing this
house.
much better.
That I earned.
Dude,
With
if
my
they
blood.
catch you in the wrong
My
spot,
sweat.
like in a dark spot where nobody's around,
Shut
they'll
the
fix your ass.
I think these guys are handling it pretty well,
Well,
but they are
I'm gonna
treating
go
way
get
too
shut the
nice.
f- up. I'm walking.
No.
Tate, what I would say though is I think this guy is obviously mentally not well. Like,
I was going to say the same thing. A Navy SEAL who has PTSD might.
Touch me. You especially, you're all weak.
Okay, Chris.
Think I'm on? Think I'm cranked out? Wood.
Dude, this guy looks like
It's
he
not
like
long
swims the
until officers
freaking
decide
English
they've
Channel
seen enough.
by himself, like in
Chris.
2 strokes.
Hey,
No.
I can't
he may have dug the English Channel with his bare hands.
This guy could be a wrestler.
This is the dude this is the guy that finally beat Chuck Norris.
My dog's in there. Right, take it easy.
Yes,
Maybe,
but Chuck
maybe,
Norris
maybe
has
it
no
is Chuck
problem.
Norris.
This guy have a
They're
comment?
trying to stop.
Oh, with no tasers.
Yeah,
These are brave cops right here.
yeah, there you go.
Officers handcuff Chris, who's not exactly
blaster going
calming down.
Well, you know why? You know why? At the end of the day, he saw like 9 cops out there, and he's like, yeah, I could probably take 2 or 3 of them before they overwhelm me.
You're not taking me.
Yeah. Eventually, the billy clubs will get you.
Yeah, I was say, yeah.
But if it's like the movies have taught us, they're only going to come at him one at a time.
No, that's true. You should have fought.
How do you know they're only going to come at him one at a time?
I don't know why they arrested him, really. Like,
What if they try to gangbang him?
He's yelling at night.
No, right now he's disturbing the peace.
He's disturbing the peace. Disorderly conduct. You know.
Tired of typing tons of
Threatening
notes
a
during
police
class?
Oh my god, I'm so
Or is
tired of
finding a
typing.
better
Yeah,
way?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
I was say
hard.
threatening those peace
Hey,
officers.
that was a Cobra Kai girl.
Threatening.
Yeah, dude, go back to her. Like I was
Yeah,
enjoying that.
he got at least 3 charges on
You
him.
just sit down, buddy, okay?
I guess that's the end of this guy.
Sit right here.
The worst one is threatening a police officer.
Down, okay?
Yep.
I didn't hear him threaten a police officer.
But yeah,
Everything-
he threatened him a few times.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, he threatened him with his dick.
He seems pretty calm now. All right, that was fun. That was
Yeah, he definitely gonna calm down with those guys in them green outfits. That's the they call those the jump out boys. He not gonna act up no more.
Oh my god.
Police don't like it when you threaten them with dicks. They're like, hey.
He's lucky he didn't get tased because that usually ends in a tase.
The disturbing the peace and the yelling and all that stuff, he could have gotten away with like citations and shit. But once he started getting threatening, they would take him in.
Tate, they did handle that really well. Sadly, not all handle stuff well.
Well,
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, he was PO'd. He was yelling, but he wasn't acting outly
That's right, no
hostile in
hellos.
terms of like, I'm gonna fight you guys. He was more like, so
Legend, bro.
but hey,
But
like,
that's
dude,
the ones you got to worry about the worst, actually.
There you go. Legend's a collector. Get him to send you his shit.
I am.
Let's see.
no, I would.
He's really that great of a legend or not? Let's see.
I haven't got his list, but I asked for it.
Find out. Because Biggie's going to get you. He's going to show you if you have the best collection or not.
I am.
Oh, GT Key Comics really called out Comic Journey there and hit you with 3 eggplant emojis.
Oh.
3 of them.
Listen, yeah.
There's 2 more than you can handle.
GTP has a freaking eggplant farm.
So, do you guys think I should try to get a hold of Very Gary and Fraggle?
I would think so. Yeah, they probably have
Have to.
amazing pickup this year.
Very
Hey,
Gary.
dude.
Yeah, I would say, hey, got some monster books probably this year, but he also buys entire collections and resells them. So you don't know what
Might
he
sell
has
them
still
before
in
the
his collection.
competition.
No, but
Yeah,
he
you
does.
got
He keeps big Batman keys and big Thor keys. He's really into
Have
those
to be
guys.
books in your PC, yeah.
Biggie, I would say that you should for people that you're reaching out to get their list, you should have like a pre-typed up like set of rules. Like, hey, if you sold the book, it's no longer in your collection, it doesn't count.
You have to
If you
show
got it,
a power request.
yeah. If you got it before 2023, it's out. Things like that.
What
And-
about
but yeah,
what about the comic hoarder there, Alex?
yeah, dude.
Been kind of on a lull lately. I mean, he got
I was
the,
gonna say, I
Oh, I'm
think
sure.
He's
Automatic
been
comics.
he's
You
on
put
with a
up.
couple big ones lately.
really. I don't like the pulps. I'm almost ready to ban pulps.
You should go after Automatic Comics. He gets some
I
big
thought about
collections.
I thought about
Alan's actually a big fan of his collection. Automatic
He
comics.
gets some big books.
it. I'm gonna
Nerdy
mess-
Girl obviously gets big books all the time.
Nerdy Girl don't count.
But she don't count.
she sells too much.
Yeah, but you don't know what she still has.
In the last year and a half. That's the thing is you got to be very specific too. If you gonna reach
She
out
keeps
to
some
the year and a
stuff.
She's she got sugar daddy. I'm not counting her.
Well, no, and Sugar Daddy is actually running the business.
Are
She
you
is
guys
the face.
counting? Are you guys
He's the
counting
face.
original art?
Who?
Do you count original art?
I do if it's a professional comic artist.
Because Karen's Pages does a lot. She's been buying a lot of pages from.
It's got to be on a comic book though. I'm not doing pages.
buying a lot of original Spider-Man pages.
He means like a sketchbook,
Pages don't count.
Okay.
like a sketch cover he's talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd have to be a whole other competition. I'd have to be an original art collector. But I mean, there is no original art comic book cover. I'm talking about like personalized, I guess. You don't get them in that format. So
See, and Biggie, that's where like I agree. I don't mind you doing your list one bit, but I almost think you should, instead of having a top 15, you
Mhm.
should have like 10 categories.
Mm.
And I think that covers a bigger gamut of collecting, and you can have winners and runner ups. And you could do the top 15, but I would also love to see your like multiple category video.
I've added 2 categories, which is going to be probably 10 to 20 more entries. If I did 10
But
more categories, it'd be like 100 more entries.
Well, I think you should, instead of adding a couple categories to the top 15, you should just do your straight up top 15 the way you want to do it. But you
Yeah.
should also then
You've
do
inspired
some
me.
categories.
I'm going to do my own top 15 as well, but not of comics, of
Oh.
collectors. And I'm going to put my top creepiest collector, my top most disturbing collector, my top most
That's what Dee's saying. Yeah.
my top most voluptuous collector, my top most annoying collector. You know,
Scarlet Spider Collector?
no, you get your own special category.
Yeah, that's what I need.
You,
Dude.
you get the odd fetish collector.
Yeah, give me that.
Well, Legend has a good Captain Marvel collection.
Well, thank you. I have a wonderful voice, not as good as yours.
I don't know who has the best voice. That's interesting.
Steppo's got an interesting voice for radio. Like he's the way when sometimes he'll be like deep voice. Steppo is pretty funny.
Well, Steppo would be, I think, more podcasts. Like he could read a story to you. Not, I don't know. If he's
That's what I'm saying. He's got a voice that could have had a long career on the radio. He's got the announcer voice.
I think
You trying to tell me my
Circumstances
voice is not
has a
good for
pretty good
podcast?
voice for the YouTubes.
I have a wonderful voice for podcasts.
See,
Well,
it's just
what's
the voice thing. I mean, I could make that be like, "Hello, you're watching Who That Comics Moves. Come back for another." See, I could do a cool smooth voice if I want to.
Who that? But I don't like it
Radio
when you
voice
try and
sounds
turn
like
me on like that, bro.
No, I'm
Pervious
not,
collector.
hey, man, if it gets me the votes, it gets me the vote.
Most redheaded collector.
That's not
Who's
me.
that, Biggie?
I got like
Biggie's that blonde, huh?
yeah. it's
Hairiest collector.
You guys are
Biggie's a redhead. Biggie's a redhead.
Yeah.
There's more redhead.
Smelliest collector. You know, all you have to do is go to the cons and you find them. They're everywhere.
Comic Journey's voice comes across. It sounds very authoritarian. It's like, I know what I'm talking about. Don't argue with me, and I'm awesome.
That's right. 'Cause
GT Comics.
I ooze confidence with my voice. You see?
I win the cigarette category.
Dude, that's some heaters.
There's no
There are days
competition
when I
in
wake
that.
up, the first thing in the morning, I tell my puppet, "Hey, everybody!" Till I clear it.
Yeah, Biggie probably wins that. The big wins that one with the smoking.
I used to just keep it in my mouth like this. I can't do that as much as I
It's one that I thankfully pass up and not win.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't number one, but I'm a weirdo. I'm open to help on if you could give me any ideas to making this a better show. So,
Horniest collector.
huh? I don't want to add shit on. Just keep it at my criteria. I'm going to do top 15.
I'm giving you gold, man.
Best pickup. I'm not adding a bunch of shit to it. I just, if you guys could help me with what I'm doing, that would be nice. I don't need help. I'm just saying if I get a good idea from somebody, I'm
Can you take me out for a few minutes?
take
My wife.
Yeah, just hit the live.
Put him backstage.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you gonna do international awards? Best Canadian, best Englishman, best American.
No, like recommend somebody that might know some people in the community or some books that could help
Like
me.
Dave 35 cents.
I asked
he's-
him.
He's got some serious books, but he's Australian, so you can give him best Australian award.
I'm pretty sure I know.
I'm going for best collector underneath the Mason Dixon line.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Best Bayou books.
how should I value a best pickup of the year? Like, okay, if like for instance, I was considering Bleecker.
Dude, Man
okay.
Cave won that. He got the 10-27. It's done.
What are you
Oh no, hey, hold on. I also look at best pickup as like if I'm personally judging it, I'm looking at like best book plus best value. Because
That's
if
exactly
if I'm
27.
if I'm Bill Gates, I can afford any comic book. So it doesn't matter what I bought. Like I can afford it. It doesn't hurt me. Like so, I look at best pickup as kind of a hey, great acquisition. Did you get a good deal? Mix it
Yeah,
in.
Right.
that's kind of a different award, though, if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't penalize somebody just because he can afford to get it or trade up for it or whatever he did for it.
It's
you know
just it's the most under. It's
All I
like
know is nobody has had a book delivered to them from the airport. So
Yeah, and I
Let's
also
pick
know
up-
nobody that
that's a pick
had
of
to
the
drive
year.
to the freaking airport and go pick it up themselves from the airport. That was wonderful.
and I had the band playing. I had the jazz band playing in the background.
Like the Titanic.
I like Man Cave got that.
That is so disrespectful. The fact that they made you freaking drive to the airport and go pick it up.
I didn't
They
want
didn't
to
make
come to
a-
my house though, Journey.
I find that so fucking offensive.
Yeah, I
No,
didn't
they
want
did.
to come to my house. So
They would have hand delivered it to his house if you'd asked.
they would have came to my house and did, but I didn't trust.
They already have your
that
address,
company.
dude. Doesn't matter. You
No,
come and you bring chocolates and flowers, and I'm sorry's with you. That's
What-
what you should have told them.
What do you think about this pickup?
You
Okay,
know, what they should have done was handed him a nice big check. But
so Doc got the hypodermic needle tech. That's like Tech 31 or something, and he
That was
they
a pretty
said
good. He got it at the comic shop, huh?
he got that at his LCS, and they
Yeah.
valued it like a 1.5 GPA, and it ended up being a 3.0. So I think he spent like 3 or 4K on it. Ended up being like a $14,000 book. So I'd say that's a $10,000 pickup.
No, it was actually more than that. I think because he told the price. There's no. He said he paid $12,000 for it at the 1.5. I believe.
Steppo came close too with that Batman he picked up.
So
I don't know how much of a price jump it is for Steppo. See, when Steppo says Doc has the tippy top books, that's true. But people have sent me lists of 30 books that can compete with those 4 or 5 books Doc has. So it's going to be interesting.
Here's
Oh,
the way
there
I
you
could
go.
see somebody like the only way I could see somebody like a Doc losing this is if somebody came in and bought like some kind of like buried collection that some old dude died and bought the whole collection from him and it has like all freaking diamonds in that
I'm just
room, like
guessing
all,
what Doc's books
all
are.
the major keys and all that stuff.
what, like this Action Comics one? No, I'm joking.
No, I'm not even talking about Action Comic. Let's say we don't even touch gold, but let's say they got like every single number one of the silver marbles and all that stuff. That that accumulates.
Well, but I know a couple people that have a lot of those number one silver Marvel Age stuff. I mean, like that stuff is easy to get if you have the money.
I got somebody you can hit up, Biggie. Dragon Ink Comics.
I guess I can message them. I don't know them that well, but
I know I'm not and I'm entering to be fun, but I know I'm not even going to send Biggie all of the books I've got in the last year and a half. So that's
what about
Dragon Ink Comics?
The
Gets a
message
lot of crazy good books every year. Crazy expensive books.
what about Sticky Journey?
Sticky, as far as I've seen, I haven't seen any major acquisitions.
Oh, okay.
Maybe going past the year.
Dragon Ink likes weird shit. Like I've seen like 3 or 4 books that person's got, and I'm not super impressed. They're like $1,000 books, you know.
Yeah, but that no, dude, you gotta see some of that. That's why I'm saying you don't know a lot
Let
of
me
the
know.
indie stuff.
What was it?
They got some crazy ass indie shit. Some Yosagi Yojimbo crap and turtle crap and all kinds of stuff. Who that knows that stuff?
I'm talking about the Golden Age they got. I've seen him get some Golden Age books that were very
He's got that too.
okay. Well, that's the biggest shit I've seen him get.
No, man, I'm telling you. So I saw some like, oh, what the fuck kind of books? Like, how'd you get? And then I even saw books that I didn't even fully comprehend the value of them. When I went back and look, I'm like 20, 30, 40,000. I was like, what the fuck? You know, crazy book.
Yeah, it ain't all about who gets number one or number two or number three. It's it's just about being shown some appreciation for your collection, and I think that it's important to a comic book community because it's what we all do. We supposedly all collect comics. We ain't all just here gossiping and fucking talking shit all the time. Like
Here's another word.
Value
Best
that.
poser.
Just value the fucking books. is what I'm
Don't forget to put the best poser award because you need one of those.
Yeah, fuck all the gossiping and popularity contest bullshit. I'm here for the fucking books. I hope y'all
Make sure you find one of those guys that don't even own the books and showing off everybody else's books and saying that they're theirs. Because we got some of those guys.
No, Biggie covered that. Like if you're a presser and you're just showing off books that got submitted for pressing, you're getting you and your family are getting.
Yeah, you're cut out. I don't want to see books you're working on. That's
You're gonna
bullshit.
get cut. Got.
I can't wait to cut the first person that bullshits me. I haven't found one yet, but I'll
I
try.
get-
Oh, Biggie, I'm gonna add some shit into my list from like 5 years ago. I just want to be cut, and then I can say like I got fucked over, I got disqualified, and it was bullshit. My corruption wasn't good enough.
AOKs count in your list, Biggie?
Do what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
AOKs
AOK's
count.
count, bro.
Will you
I
put
got
it out?
that bleak, we in the running, but AOK's count. We in the running, baby.
That's what I tried to tell him. I said you might.
There's 3 more of these.
Oh, I'm by far not the best collector, but I
might get the best
probably,
pick up the
probably
year. You
top
didn't-
40.
You didn't pay much for that.
You regularly get some good books, Blake. Right.
I do.
Consistent.
I do.
Consistency is a big deal.
You are my number one chat supporter, GT.
I think he is, absolutely.
There's no doubt in that.
He's certainly there every time. He's always first one to say hi in the chat. So
He's even in-
Why,
he's even in
then why
your,
doesn't
he's
Biggie
even in
give
your
you
gaming
eggplants?
streams.
If he was your number one guy, why doesn't he give you eggplants? He only gives me eggplants.
I don't know if I'm his favorite, but he's my favorite chat.
Fresh from his garden.
I don't have eggplant.
Well, that's why he doesn't give you any.
No, I don't get them from
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah, Biggie's more of a cucumber.
Whoa.
I'm more of
90% water. You're saying he's 90% water.
Hey, all I'm saying is I shared a hotel room with this man for 2 nights. I know things.
Yeah, but we didn't share a bed. We had separate beds.
Yeah, no, we had separate beds, and we both went to bed every night fully clothed. It was
Yeah.
very classy.
It was very classy. Nice.
Pretty
Nice.
classy.
No, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Like basketball shorts and t-shirt. Like you go to bed, like you feel you don't feel gay. It is good.
We had a fucking fun time. D been to that con before, so he kind of knew the ins and outs. And we had a guy that lived in town with aficionados, so we knew all the spots to go to.
What was
wasn't
that?
like
C2E2 or whatever you went to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That fucking first night with the nerdy girl birthday, that shit was something else, dude. That was really weird.
Yeah, we went to Nerdy Girl's birthday party.
Yeah, I heard
All right,
that was
guys,
awesome.
I'm hearing upstairs that
Were
it
you
sounds like.
invited or did you crash it?
All right, Matt, man.
Take care, guys.
Come on.
Yeah, I heard her party was pretty good, actually.
No, it was
Were
really
you
good.
invited or did you
It was one of those parties. If you knew about it, you were invited. And so we knew about it, and we went. But yeah, dude, like we're like fucking up there, rubbing elbows. Like Biggie was hanging out with Gem Mint and Comic Tom, and it was a good time.
Do they get on your list? Have you contacted them, Biggie?
I don't think Jim Mint even collects comics. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, Comic Tom, I mean.
Comic Tom?
I bet you Comic Tom would have a hard time submitting a list because he is heavily selling books.
Yeah.
So knowing what he accumulated in those last year and a half, and what's still there for himself. Like maybe he knows, but yeah.
He might
I noticed
also
you
not
got
want
that
to show
Johnny
his
80
hand.
jersey. What is
He
it?
might also not want to show his hand on what he's hoarding because maybe he wants to keep hoarding more and more of those comics.
They'll be more.
Yeah.
They'll be on his next top 10 list when he's trying to sell them all.
It's
Dude,
hard
to-
listen. Listen,
hard-
if I was a seller and I had a certain book that I knew was going to be hot down the line, I'm not telling anybody about it. I'm just going to keep buying it, because I know at one point I'm going to get dividends on it.
There you go, Journey. I got some eggplants. It's hard to make a decision between seller and PC guy. I feel like Tom is
Three.
definitely
3 eggplants.
90% seller, 10% PC guy.
Hey,
Like,
Biggie,
Well,
Biggie, I got
you-
some for your top 10 list, by the way. Your next top 10 or your 10 commandments.
oh yeah, we could do
Yeah.
it now if you got it ready.
Well, I have one. I have a copy. I don't know exactly where it is at the moment, but GI Joe Transformers. They did an amalgamation of both of them. It's a four run.
Yep.
Pick up that. It's pretty cheap. It's gotten more expensive, but it's still pretty cheap. But they're actually putting together a GI Joe Transformers movie. So
You talk about that late 80s series?
yeah, it's late 80s, early 90s. Yeah.
I think I put that on my list before, but that's
If you're going to buy things, buy the Rob Zombie Spook Show books. Trust me.
What are you talking about, Journey?
That's right. This is what you're going to buy. Okay? Rob Zombie Spook Show.
Do not buy that shit, guys. That is dumb as fuck.
Look up the values on that series and then talk.
All right. I'm not going to look it up. I don't care. It's it, what, fucking $20? Ooh.
You're not in the top 15, Journey, buddy.
That's not
Sorry,
too
man.
good.
Yeah. Well, do you have this? Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Okay, that's a little better. That's a little
Yeah.
better.
Well, Journey, I have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it's the first one, not that piece of shit.
Ooh.
Well, I have that one too.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's just a rando.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? A police trap.
What the fuck is this?
This
This
is a
is a
series.
trap. This is a
Nobody,
trap.
everybody's sleeping on this series. I'm collecting every single police trap that's
No,
out
they're
there.
not sleeping. They're dead.
What's
What
that,
the
buddy?
fuck up? I had to mute him because it's so obnoxious. What other
I'm happy,
horse shit?
I'm happy D got my joke. D got my joke.
I got it. Absolutely.
I don't even know where to start.
It did.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
this is what you want to get.
don't even zoom in on that one, Biggie.
Yeah,
Well,
what
leave
you
it,
gonna
leave it in the corner.
Is that a pony?
Is that your ex-girlfriend on that cover?
Yeah, drawn by Robert Crumb.
The little furry one?
That's
Yeah,
right.
she's a hairy little mix, but she had some big booties, so it's all good.
Fucking stupid looking.
No, I like Robert Crumb. You can always.
I like
show Robert
Chrome, but that covers. That one's okay.
Oh,
I
you
like
like the
that.
toilet?
But,
You like
yeah.
toilet?
Hey, guys, I need to tell you this. Like, I'm upstairs in my comic book room, right? Minding my own business, doing a little live YouTube with Biggie. And all night long, I'm behaving myself. And I say, she's a hairy little one, but she's got some big hooties. And then my wife just happens to walk by as I say that. And she
Oh,
screams out, "What?"
okay, I'll blow you up for that one. That one's actually pretty good.
See,
That one's actually worth some good money. I like that one.
I get the. I'm getting the whole series of this. It's good stuff.
Who did it?
Huh?
Who did it?
This one?
Yeah,
It's
that
by
one.
a guy called Jago.
Okay.
The cover.
Good old Jago.
Yeah, that's right, Jago.
Well,
Can't go wrong with Jago.
that's fun, Journey. I'm glad you like that stuff.
You have no taste. You don't have any appreciation for the great stuff out there.
I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. Yeah, I don't. I got weird shit to do. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Oh, you know what? Here. I have more. You know how many of these I have?
How many?
A lot.
Why? Why do you got so many of those?
Because I'm going to make gazillions when people catch on to this cover. That's why.
Sound like
This
Callie and Magic now.
And this one too. And this one too. And this one. This one's done by Bernie Wrightson.
Who?
Bernie Wrightson.
You made that name up.
You don't know who Bernie Wrightson is.
Yes, I know who Bernie Wrightson is. Fuck, dude.
What's that say in the bottom? What's that say? Wrightson.
I don't know. Allegedly.
And then you know that this show that nobody talks about anymore on Netflix?
Yeah, I like that show. Yeah.
Yeah. Gazillions.
You got to get the whatchamacallit cover, the picture cover. That one's actually worth some money.
But I'm gonna be really nice with everybody and give you the secret spec that everybody should be buying and nobody knows about.
Okay.
All right. I'm not even gonna say the name. All right. This is what everybody needs to buy. Gazillions. Maybe even bazillions. Okay. You see, Biggie's writing in the book. Who knows?
Biggie doesn't care so much that he started to read now.
He cares so much he started writing it all in that book he's holding.
I'm trying to find I got a trivia book and I'm trying to find where the answers are. It's a little hard to figure out. They're all in the back. You know how the old trivia books are? You get all the answers in the back.
Gazillions.
Here we go.
Dude, my my 5th and 6th grade math textbooks was like that too. It had all the answers in the back, which was crazy.
All right. Here's a little wrestling trivia. Hey, 35 I sent you a message. I need your books if you don't mind. All right. Deborah Michaels won the WWF Women's title in 1999. What other 3 titles did Deborah McMichaels also once hold?
A hardcore title. The 24/7 title.
That question, I don't even understand it. Deborah McMichael won the WWF Women's title in 99. What other 3 titles did Deborah McMichaels also win?
The 24/7 title.
Hold on. Did she go by the name? Did she go by the name Deborah McMichaels in WWE?
Just Deborah.
Okay, so Deborah. So she did not have the 24/7 title
How do you know?
because that was a title that they invented way after she retired.
Because do
She
you
was
watch his wrestling?
Yeah, I guess yeah. How do I know?
I guess they called it the hardcore title at that time.
She was also crowned Miss Illinois, Miss Texas, USA, and was the wife of Steve Mongo McMichaels of the Chicago Bear. So
She was also the wife of Steve Austin as well.
That's her monocle titles. All right, here's a better one. All right, in the 1980s, Big John Studd offered $10,000.
What the fuck kind of question is that? Who gives a shit about beauty pageants?
Big John Studd offered $10,000 to anyone who could body slam him, an amount which was up to $15,000 at WrestleMania. Who was the wrestler to slam?
Andre.
Say Andre.
Andre hated Big John Studd, man.
Yeah,
It was Andre.
And he started throwing the money all over the ring.
Right? Oh, okay. By what name is Davey Boy Smith better known?
British Bulldog.
That's right. Who became the first ever WWF European champion in 1977?
Oh,
Bob
Pedro
Backlund
Morales.
or some bullshit.
Pedro Morales.
Looks like the British Bulldog.
oh,
1977?
That's what it says. 1997.
Wow,
I'm sorry, 97.
Oh, 97.
huh.
You said
Yeah,
77.
you read.
I fucked y'all up. Oh no.
Yeah, no, you got me good on that one. Fuck.
With whom did Davey Boy Smith team to form the tag team duo called the British Bulldogs?
Like Dynamite Kid? Is that who you're talking
That's
about?
it. What tag team duo did the British Bulldogs defeat in WrestleMania 2 to win the tag team titles?
Dream Team.
Heart Foundation.
Dream Team. No,
Money
actually,
Team.
No. Beefcake and Greg the Hammer.
Oh,
Down.
it was.
There
Was
you
it
go.
Beefcake
That's more like
and Hammer?
That's
Yeah.
it. What were the names of the two wrestlers who made up the tag team called the Natural Disasters?
Earthquake and
Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Yeah.
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 The Rock teamed with what unlikely partner to win the WWF tag team?
Mankind.
Right. Leaping Lenny Poffo and the Genius are both characters assumed by what wrestling superstar's brother?
Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Which wrestler won the WWF title in 2000, but his victory was not recognized by the WWF?
Jericho.
Jericho. He defeated Triple H in 2000, and Triple H bullied the referee into reversing the decision.
Hey, just so you know, like he was bullying the referee before the referee screwed him over. So the referee counteracted by doing like a fast count.
Stop apologizing for Triple H stealing the belt. He got screwed.
I will never stop apologizing.
Jericho got screwed.
Yeah, I could easily pick up this book right here and be like, oh, this is going to be the money maker in 20 years, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not fucking.
You do that every week with your top freaking spec thing.
I'm not saying it's
with your
money
bizarro
maker.
freaking picks, man. What the fuck?
Hey, Biggie, hey, Comic Journey, I apologize if I'm not taking you seriously enough, but I think sometimes Comic Journey says that he's not being fully serious about his prediction.
Okay, that's fair. But
Sometimes I am, sometimes I. You got to
I'm
figure out
saying,
what
like,
Yeah.
the books I show are like good pickups. They're not something that are going to be important, hugely important.
Dude, you pull out a weird book and you're like, I add this to list because I like it.
Yeah,
That doesn't make it spec.
I don't make. I guess I make it sound as spectacular. as
Oh,
you-
hey, Azrael. Hey, what's that photo in there?
That's my sweet mother.
You have a photo of your mother with
I do.
Azrael?
I do.
By the way, by
Yes,
the
Hold on,
way,
hold on.
It's with the club championship too.
Yeah, no, that whole thing confuses me. You got the club championship signature book, the first Azrael, and a Polaroid photo of your mother.
Yeah,
That's the way to do it right there.
I think
All right.
I think that's a perfect place for it.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just trying to figure it out.
by the way, I'm gonna tell you something that I think mortified the shit out of me when I saw you showing it off, Biggie. And I hope I was mistaken. I thought I saw a ASM 129 on the back of another comic in the same board.
No, you are mistaken. What's going on is all right.
I
I'll show
hope,
you a
I
story.
hope that I was mistaken because I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
He does have a 129 over there.
I know that. That's why I said, "Why is he doing that?"
So
Don't do
Gina's
that.
the first one to notice this. I have a book here, right? And then I have a book here.
Yeah.
And I do smoke heavily, so I try to keep my top loaders out of smoke. So I got them in a bag, but they're all single.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
A little bit you're clever. You deceived our eyes.
It looks like a double bag, but it's not.
That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, oh, like, see, I would have been mortified if I didn't know that was the case. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm like, what the fuck is that TMNT 1 5th print doing behind the Iron Man 1? That's kind of weird.
All right, hey, that's a good answer, Biggie. You answered the call.
Well, I'm happy you didn't mortify
You
me.
picked that DNA agents up for cheap, didn't you?
Yeah, $2.
Dude,
It's like
that's a hard book to find, man.
It's stupid fine. You remember me talking to you about this book? I'm like, man, I wish I could find that. Marilyn
Dude, it's really hard to find that book.
It's because nobody realizes it's even Dave Stevens cover.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
really
Crossfire.
it's bizarre, man, because it's like I've never seen it in the wild, and Biggie finds it for $2 fucking.
I knew to
Back
keep
in-
my eye open for it.
Back about a year ago, I had gotten like a collection from a yard sale, and literally like almost a whole short box was full of David Stevens shit.
Oh, should
I
have waited
I-
until this year to sell it because it's worth.
I
a
wish
lot.
I kept it all. I kept some, but I ended up like liquidating, get rid of some of the stuff to pay off what I bought.
Yeah, those books are well, they were like a month ago.
They were always worth money. Like if you put them on eBay, people always will pay you some money. They will pay you $10-20 for a book, not $100 like they are now.
700, 600, some of them.
I'm talking about raw.
Yeah, you can get good money for some of these books now.
I was gonna go.
Although I
freaking
think the
trade all of them.
bubbles pop now. I don't think Stevens is like, I think
I
everyone's
got to search through all my boxes to see if there's anything that's grade worthy of my Steven stuff, because I know I got a good amount of Alien Worlds.
Alien World 4 is really good. That's exactly
Every time I would pick see, like, not even that whole series. Every time I would see specific covers that I liked, whether they're Stevens or not, I always picked them up.
No,
1
they
and
got good
4
covers
were
for
probably
that
the most I
series.
got.
Yeah, they do have nice covers. I like that series.
I guess Daredevil is hanging out with Deadpool in this book, Deadpool and Gambit. Why the fuck is Daredevil all through it?
Yeah, that's what I think too. 35 cents. It's topped out on Dave Stevens at the moment, but
Oh yeah, but you know what? Because of that, when it bottoms again, the bottom will be at a new bottom where it was before.
Well,
no,
My-
I don't think it will.
I don't.
If there were $10-20 books, now they're gonna be $20-30 books.
Yeah,
instead.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. $30-$40 books. Exactly.
Yeah. So I kind of like that.
I think
'Cause I have a
that
lot.
I think what's most important about the Dave Stevens going up is that I don't think Dave Stevens is going to plummet. I think what's going to happen is that people are going to realize you better get your Bruce Timm, you better get your Adam Hughes, you better get. I mean, people are already getting J. Scott Campbell. That one's almost top 2. But I think
Most of the people that are buying this stuff just got influenced by that documentary that came out, right? They're all of a sudden they're like, I need Dave Stevens art. So they just need to make a documentary about a couple of these artists, and their art will go crazy too, I'm sure.
All right, Blake. Let's see if Biggie knows what this is.
He probably does. He's pretty good.
I know that you know what this is because it's going to be coming to you soon.
Oh, I do know what that is.
I know what that is.
How you
kid? I know who did the cover.
How you kid?
What is it, Peach Momoko?
No,
How you kid?
it's Rose Besh.
Who?
It's Rose Besh, huh?
Rose Besh. No.
I do
Cherry
know.
Pop Tart.
Yeah, Cherry Pop Tart number
Pop-Tart.
3.
No, I actually seen that recently on someone's channel, Pop Tart Park, but I thought it was a Momoko. My fault.
I got that and a couple other things that are going together, and I have to figure out how to send to Canada now.
How much is that in a 9.8? Is that like a big one?
No, it's just
Yeah,
I
dude.
have Cherry Pop Tart 1 and 2. I wanted number 3.
Yeah, but it's not a dollar book. You know what I'm saying? If that's what
No, it's not a dollar book by any stretch.
Well, I think I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon. I might be on what's his name's in a little bit. Papa Willie's.
Oh, are you guys doing the Sweet Chin music?
Is that why you're prepping with the wrestling?
No, I just wanted to play with my wrestling book for a minute.
I thought you were practicing.
Those questions were pretty elementary. They weren't, besides the Deborah McMichael's dumbass one, like they were all pretty.
Or like telling you it's 1977 for the British
that
Bulldog.
would fuck y'all up pretty bad. Oh, it's no show for Papa. Good. Well, we ain't going nowhere. I would have came. I always come. I don't feel like I even need to tell Papa I'm coming, but
Did they invite you this time?
no, he never cares if I come. He's just
Isn't that
like-
mean? Isn't he a mean man?
He let anybody else co-host but me, and if I come, it counts as -1.
He's never asked me to co-host for him.
Well, you ain't been on the show fucking 20 times in a row like me.
Well,
But I guarantee
I was never asked.
Journey, I guarantee you, if you did go on, you would co-host before me. So there you go.
He asked
I'm
me if I'd come on his show once, and I said, Papa, I don't nearly know enough about wrestling to be on a wrestling show.
Great job. You know just as much as anybody else, Bleeker. Trust me.
I know what I like. I know what I used to like. I used to watch wrestling. I don't really watch it, well, that's not true. I've started rewatching wrestling now, but
Well, if you notice, most of my trivia that I know predates anything modern.
Yeah, mine's all 80s trivia, 80s and early 90s, maybe.
I like how fucking Journey comes on here and wants to quiz me with keys. We did a whole fucking key master challenge. You want some of the key master? You let me know, motherfucker.
Biggie is the key master, Biggie. Or
You want some key master in your life, Journey?
Dude, you have no idea. If I pull out some keys, you will have no idea what
I don't
they
give
are.
a fuck about your keys. Do you want to go at the key master?
I don't give a fuck about your keys.
Good, because my keys and
Fuck
your
your
keys,
keys.
are better, motherfucker.
And fuck your keys and the keychain and everything else.
Good. Because I don't want to defend my key master anyway.
Because you don't want to lose to me. That's why.
I'm not losing to you.
Oh, yeah, because you won't go against me. That's why you
I
won't lose
don't
to me.
fucking care if I do or not. I'm just saying, do you want to go?
Well, you don't want to go against me.
You want to fucking go?
You don't. You want to go?
I'm the fucking guy that goes.
Well, let's go.
All right, well, fucking go then.
Hey, where the fuck are we going?
Yeah, it was like D.
It sounds hilarious.
We're going.
I'll go.
Like mini golf? Are we mini golfing?
So who
Axe
pulls out the
throwing?
keys?
I don't have Graham right now. Journey, check your Graham. My phone is dead.
So who pulls out the keys?
His panel pulls out the keys, and you guys guess them.
He's
So
gonna want
I
it to
was-
be all indies and shit, and he's gonna get a fucking rude surprise, dude.
I was a key.
Oh, shit.
I pulled out keys last week. I think Matt Likes Comics pulled out keys last week, and who else pulled out keys? Someone else pulled out some keys.
It was
too.
Matt, you, and D.
D. Yeah, it
Shit,
was D.
Peckerman. I'll touch base with him later. Thanks for letting me know.
So yeah, if you want to go against the Keymaster Journey, you got.
Who's gonna pull out the keys?
I told you, myself,
figure it out.
Key, and Matt Likes Comics, or whoever else is on the
Well,
panel.
Biggie's going against me. He can't pull out the keys.
I'm not pulling out keys.
Biggie's
All
not
right.
pulling out keys.
All
I'm
right.
pulling out this D.
I'm pulling out
As long as
keys.
not that muscle heads D that was on the cop show.
Yeah, no, mine's bigger.
That's the hardest part is finding a good group of
I could
keys.
probably outrun you though, not him. He's fucking
Hey, dude. If there was an ice cream truck, I'd chase that bitch down.
That's what I found was it was because some keys are just so noticeable. You're like, oh yeah, like we all know a lot of the keys, so it's harder to go through your collection and actually find keys that are a little more obscure.
all right. Let's do this. Let's take Biggie's title.
Oh shit!
Oh, you fucking bitch! All right, well, we gotta find someone to do it that will do a good job. So it's gonna take some planning, Journey.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do it now. You're like calling me out. Like, let's do it.
How the fuck can we do it now?
Do it. Let's do it.
It's a club show. This isn't a
Yeah,
Time.
yeah, it's a club show, Journey.
Well, maybe this is impromptu.
No, it's a club show, so it's not an impromptu.
He wants it to be random and shit, so he has a smaller chance of winning.
Dude, if people prepare, it will make it even easier for me.
Okay.
Because they're gonna overthink it and they're gonna put the ones that are easy to me.
So what? Next Friday then?
Whenever it is.
Maybe.
Pending.
Yeah, he ain't gonna fucking come. He's just talking shit.
Well, I think that's a strong date for next Friday. If you don't show up, Journey, you're just talking shit.
You talk about not this Friday, next Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
Pending. Like this Friday, I would tell you absolutely not because I can't.
Well, see, I don't give a fuck either. So how about we just don't do it?
How about you just forfeit now?
I'm not in for invites that nobody want to come to. So
How about you just forfeit now and hand over your title and say, Journey, we know.
if there was a way I could share, like, you could just pick books off of Google search or eBay, and people could go pick some books and say we'll do it, but you know it takes a little bit of time, so it's hard to nail it down. I'm not mad at you. I know you got to keep going on, Journey, but one of these days we'll do it.
I can pick out 10, no
Listen,
problem.
If I can be on next Friday, I will. How's that sound?
That's fine, bro. I'm not pressuring you because I understand.
And I'll come and I'll win.
You ain't going.
Dude, I always win when I come.
Yeah. If I come, I
Feel
win.
the same way.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Actually.
Dude, this morning I was just
Ain't nothing like it.
You
Yeah.
won this morning, B, did you?
dude, I won like a motherfucker.
pussy in comics, dude. That's the best thing.
Yeah, I'm talking about comics too. God damn it.
I like getting a really good book and then fucking pussy. Like
Yeah,
that's,
just fucking.
I got that.
No, hey, this morning I was unloading a truck at work. I was not winning or coming. It was awful.
Weird, Biggie, because there's a guy that was by my work the other day. He's like a homeless dude, and he got laid behind the dumpster or got some head behind the dumpster.
Fuck yeah.
And then he lit the dumpster on fire. So
Dude, I'm not mad at that. Are you mad at that?
I feel like I was actually laughing because I'm all like, is that what he does? He just goes around, gets head, and then lights dumpsters on fire? All right.
Dude, that is a life if I've ever heard it. I'm so proud of that man. Like, dude, hey, I got a head, and I'm homeless. I haven't showered in like 3 months, and she still put it in her mouth. Putting this bitch on fire.
I
think you get some-
disinfecting the dumpster after his.
It was a mess, but
It was a dumpster fire.
yeah, it was a good dumpster fire. It actually lit up the side of the building.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh yeah, it was a huge fire. Bro. It was a big dumpster.
Beckerman, how else do you celebrate? Oh my god, dude! And I don't mean to make fun of this guy because like.
Oh no, not at all. But holy smokes, what a like. I was like, is that what he does? He just gets some head and lights shit on fire?
Dude, like, it's like Beavis's dream, you know?
Yeah, all right, let's light something on fire. Fire.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like hopefully that dude is having a good life, you know? That's what I'm hoping for.
Is that dude that went to jail for stealing back his own shit?
I thought we were showing dumpster fires.
How old was he when he passed? He's dead now, yeah?
Yeah, he just died this year.
Yeah, he just died. How old was he? Like, he wasn't that old, though, was he?
He's
60.
in his he was like early 70s, I think.
Oh, okay, all right.
We'll just Google it.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Look at this card. I bet you haven't seen this ever. This is from the 15th National Sports Collectors Convention, from the National Sports Collectors Convention, August 4th through 7th, 1994, in Houston, Texas, for promotional purposes only.
Who's that? Jim Jones on there?
Close.
It looks like him. Fuck.
Hey, OJ was 76 when he went to speak to the Grim Reaper.
Do you know what else happened in 1994?
What else?
Around a little
I
before
turned 10 years
12 o'clock,
old.
there was like a little Bronco scene.
Yeah, no, my dad got a DUI that night. I remember it very well.
So you know what this card is? It's his last printed card ever.
Oh, wow.
That's what makes it cool.
All right, I got something for you.
For who?
For all y'all.
Yeah, for me too.
Everybody can play.
No, I don't want what you got, D. Stop it.
What if we're not ready to receive?
Whoa, I don't have anything. I'm waiting to receive.
Like, I don't want to be on your win column.
Dude, I need to light that dumpster on fire, baby. Let's go. Set that bitch ablaze.
Fuck yeah.
First fucking Thor.
This is a fucking beauty. All right, so I'm gonna show a key,
And then
one of y'all are gonna guess what it is.
And then
That's it.
And then
What's this?
NWO.
Oh, fuck me.
That's the tank.
first haunted tank.
And
That's not first haunted tank.
Unknown soldier.
Yeah.
The fake one.
no,
The fake unknown soldier.
no.
No, because there's one before that.
That's not Sergeant Rock.
No.
Make it bigger, man. I can't see. I just
Okay.
saw GI Combat.
Hold on.
It's GI Combat. I would think it was the first haunted tank, but it's not.
That's featuring the haunted tank. That's just a
All right, first Silver Age haunted tank.
If it's some kind of bullshit,
That's what it is.
Because that's
All
the first thing I said.
First cover appearance of the haunted tank.
Really, dude? Are we doing first cover appearances of vehicles?
Well, I just showed the first haunted tank to.
Are we really doing that as keys?
He was just testing you, man. He was just testing you.
I'm just saying what the fuck you know. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't take freaking any kind of inventory of freaking vehicles.
You better wear your glasses if you show up.
Do you
on
know what the
Friday,
first appearance of Wolverine's bicycle is? I don't know.
Well, yeah, but Wolverine's bicycle isn't a character. Haunted Tank is.
Well, listen, he drives
No,
that
Bleak,
bicycle everywhere he
Bleak
goes.
got you on that one. Just know when you got, CJ. Just know when you got. Bleaker, light the dumpster on fire.
I gotta find a dumpster. Hold on, I gotta light something on fire.
Fucking first cover appearance of a fucking tank. That's gonna be my fucking key.
Oh.
And we all knew you'd be a little butthurt when you didn't get it. Oh, fuck. I just got my name added to the list. Fuck me.
You're on the list. You made the list, motherfucker.
Fuck.
You made the list.
Who that disapproved?
I'm just chilling, man.
There's shame on all of you, motherfuckers.
I'm just chilling. I ain't listening to that. It ain't works in it.
Hey, if you look at me in the center of the screen right now, and then you look at the right, so you got Who Dat, you got CJ right there. Those are all X-Men 1 owners.
Oh, wow. So Biggie and I are in our own separate category, not X-Men 1 owners. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to discriminate.
Sounds a lot like you might be. Sounds a lot.
But I mean, if you look at the tile in the middle, and then the two tiles to the right, we could all light dumpsters on fire and not feel bad about it.
Wow.
All right, here's another one.
Making me wear a star now.
Wow. God damn. I just became a fucking. I don't want to say the name of that. That group.
I tried to keep it low key too.
Yeah. Oh. Damn it, Bleaker.
I love you, D-Man.
Oh, wow. That was a good one. Fuck me. Hey, I got something fun to show. I don't give a fuck.
Is it your X-Men 1 jerk?
Yeah.
We've never seen that before. All right, what's this, guys?
Oh, that's the first pink asshole.
Come on, man. Y'all know this one.
I do not know that one. I'm not going to pretend to know that one.
What number is it, Biggie?
37.
Ah.
I think that's right.
I can't even see this damn thing.
Yeah, no.
There we go. First living lightning bolt.
All right, got another stumper. First Silver Age Mr. Terrific.
Okay. Yeah, so Biggie, I don't ever know any keys like that. I wouldn't be able to tell you the first gold base.
DC is DC, and that stands for don't collect.
I don't know a ton of the main DC keys. I know a few of them, but not a ton of them.
Biggie, what do you know about this?
I know Goldberg was mad.
Yeah, dude, I love this shit, dude.
Can you believe those four guys were the men in WCW at that one point? Raven.
Well, Raven wasn't really one of the guys. Like I just saw a documentary on who killed WCW, and they were talking about him being on this cover, and he was not happy about it. Like he felt like he didn't fit, and none of the other three wrestlers would even talk to him.
Do they blame it on Hulk Hogan? They probably do. I think they do. I think I watched.
That's right, too.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, but it's not even blaming it on Hulk Hogan. It's blaming it on the fact that like Turner Broadcast at the time.
Turner wanted to go PG.
Well, they wanted better advertising dollars.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter if they were winning the ratings because the ratings weren't helping get advertisers. And that's where they kind of dropped the ball. And by the time they realized that they needed advertisers, they lost so much of their audience that it didn't matter anymore.
They were also paying massive amounts of money to wrestlers, and
still here, Johnny?
they weren't a company that could afford it. Like they
Well,
put
it
themselves out of business.
was Time Warner, like was Ted Turner, like they could afford it, but as an organization, it was just losing money.
Like how long do you afford something?
Yeah.
It's just constantly losing
Did you
money.
disappear, Journey, when I started showing keys? Are you gone? I think he left.
He
Yeah,
might be on the phone or something.
Dude, we don't need to. Dude, hey, Biggie, I'll tell you this right now. Like, you busting out keys does not really, in my eyes, prove anything like huge because, like, I think you know a lot of keys that I would never in my life guess. Like, and I think that can kind of be universal. So that's where it's like when we're like, if you're going to compete with CJ, you need like a third party person to pick the keys.
Well, I mean, he could throw some books too. He
I
showed
can
some,
honestly
so.
say that if I was to pick anyone in the community to come comic book shopping with me at just a random comic book store, I'd probably pick Biggie. I really
Oh, Biggie knows his shit, dude. Like
He
that's
knows his keys. He knows what he's looking at. I'm like, hey, Biggie, come look in this box for me. Fuck.
he ain't gonna pass up a $2 book that's worth $50. Like he will spot it and he'll tell you to get that shit or he'll grab it himself. Like
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
a
the
very
only
big.
way I've
That's
gotten books I got. Yeah, like
a pretty big compliment, Biggie. That's how much I
No,
do
thank you. I
respect
appreciate
and your
that.
opinion on comic books. I know you know your shit.
I was just trying to prove Journey don't know shit, but he disappeared. Here's an easy
pretty
one,
good,
though.
but I don't
This
know
one
if he'll
can
be as fast as you. You're a lot faster than most.
Yeah, I think that Alan's just as good as me. He just is a little slower on some of them, you know.
Well, he talks it out, and that hurts him because he can't talk it out.
First,
Well, yeah, as soon as he
asbestos
talks it
man.
out, he gives out fucking half the information, and then someone can
And
just,
it's the first Baron Mordo.
There you go. I knew who that would come through, and something else though. But that's
It's
definitely
asbestos man.
well. It's a second of.
It's Doctor Strange, but I don't count that. I'm talking. You talking about?
You don't count Doctor Strange? Holy shit!
No,
Well,
it's the second. It's the second appearance.
Right.
appearance. It's all
Hey,
right.
where's the first cover appearance of Doctor Strange?
It's in a strange. It's in a Strange book. He's like on the bottom, like a little circle of his head.
Wow.
I know Marvel keys now. If you want to go digging for Marvel keys, take me. You take me. You know.
Hey, I got you on Scarlet Spider keys. What's up?
All right, I'll take all three of you. Let's go. We're going shopping.
Yeah, Scarlet. Yeah, but I hooked you up on Scarlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a book recently. I sent it to you already. Well, I sent you a picture of it to see if you had it already, but you already had it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. But I appreciate, dude. I keep sending that shit. Like I.
Oh yeah, if I find something that I think is up your alley, I'm always gonna send you a picture.
Hey, like what I said earlier, when I said I found a book I'd been looking for 5 years, it was because someone in the community today or yesterday pointed me out to it.
Nice.
So, like, I had no idea that book was up for sale. I was looking for it still actively, but it hadn't come across my news desk yet. So, yeah, dude, like, keep sending me shit because I I spent $380 today because of someone in the community pointing me out to a book.
All right, D, you need to enlighten me. You need to explain this to me.
Yeah, you got it.
What the fuck with the Scarlet Spider? I don't understand this.
No, I appreciate it because you get not a lot of clone stories, but he was a clone that also had the memories of Peter Parker. And for a while there, they didn't know who was the real Peter Parker. I liked that story.
Were they like the first book you were reading?
It was when I was really getting into comic books as a kid. So like my first like big hit into comic books was Death of Superman. And then that followed up with Nightfall, Batman,
Nice.
Age of Apocalypse, X-Men, and the Clone Saga of Spider-Man. And
okay, now that's starting to make more sense.
Yeah, no, and that's just me being like honest about it.
And you're aware that there's a majority opinion that the Scarlet Spider story is like the worst Spider-Man.
No, the Clone Saga story is awful.
That's what. Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah, no, but the Scarlet Spider character was well received.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty cool.
And that, and I absolutely, I don't hate Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's like okay to me. Because I loved Scarlet Spider, and I like his costume.
Because he's a dick to Ben. Is that why you don't like Spider-Man, Peter Parker?
I don't think he's being a dick. Like, dude, like, would you like imagine if some other dude like popped up and he's like, "Hey, I'm you, and you're not me," and then like, so I get why Peter would be pissed about it, but no, I just enjoyed like if. The way the Clone Saga should have went, it should have been maybe like they had like 4 Spider-Man titles at the time. It should have been like a 3-month-long story maybe, and it went for like 3 years, which was too much.
You want to hear a character I liked from that whole storyline? Believe it or not, that they did shit with and destroyed? Kane.
Dude, they're about to launch a new series in August called Chasm Mark of Kane. So it's going to be Ben Reilly fighting against Kane again.
Yeah, it's a little too late though. That character was so good.
No, he was very good. I also liked him when he became Scarlet Spider.
Kill people.
All right, you guys can chit chat while we play. So I'm Journey. I'm showing books. You can name them, but you guys can keep talking. I ain't trying to interrupt.
If you show me another vehicle book, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
I'm gonna show what I want. All right, here we go. You guys can talk about Kane if you want. I'm not mad.
First appearance of fucking Alfred's keychain.
Shit. There we go. There you go. What's that?
What number is that?
There's
18.
a Wrecking Crew on it.
Yeah.
That's first Wrecking Crew if it's 18.
Who that got it?
That's because he talks faster than me.
Well, you also heard what he said, but that's fine.
So what do you say?
As he was saying that, I said, "Is that number 18?" And I was gonna say, if you say yes, then I said yes, it is the Wrecking Crew.
Are you saying people need buzzers? We gotta buzz in, or do we just blurt it out? Sometimes people.
Whoever's the biggest blabbermouth, who gets it. I guess that's how it works. Whoever's fastest.
Okay.
Show me Alfred's pocket watch, your first appearance.
That's hilarious.
You don't have that one?
I don't.
Well, let's see. You lose. I know who it is. I know which one it is.
I mean, there's 2 of these, but what's the key to this book?
First time Iron Man and Captain America in the same book.
First battle.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
First time that they're in the same book.
No.
It's the first battle, right?
Well, I don't think that's the main key to it.
That's not a key? That is the main key, where they both are in the same title.
All right. I don't hear y'all say anything different. It's the first Jarvis.
Ah, very good. First Jarvis. Okay.
What is it? Tells us Suspense 59. Let's make sure you guys ain't right. We'll look and see if anybody else says that.
Wait, are you going off the descriptions that the eBayers are writing now?
I've recognized that.
Hold on, what the fuck? You're getting your books from eBay?
Yeah, it's the first Jarvis, though. I mean, what do y'all want from
Well,
it?
if they write it on eBay, it has to be true.
First Jarvis, first Jarvis, first Jarvis, first Captain America solo story, first Jarvis, first Jarvis. I mean, what the fuck?
The bigger key is the fact that it's both the Captain America and
First Iron Man
and Iron Man together.
double feature begins. Okay. You
What
guys-
does CGC say on that slab?
Probably both things that were said. They're both not wrong. I just think the collectors are buying it more for the reason that it's the first solo and both are in the same title.
First Iron Man America double feature begins. First solo Captain America story since it don't even say anything about Jarvis.
Wow, see?
But does that mean it's not the first Jarvis?
No, it doesn't mean that that's not the case. You said that what's the most significant thing?
Now, when you look up first,
both in the same title.
When you look up first Jarvis appearance, there's actually another book too. That's why I said there was two first Jarvises. But let's see.
What's the first Jarvis in Avengers?
There should only be
I
one.
don't know. I
first.
remember me and 84 were arguing about this.
It could be in Avengers
This
6 or
one, ain't it?
7.
Jarvis, yeah. First had one appearance. Avengers 16.
Or 16.
The first assemble.
You know what? What's the more significant thing about that book?
The Avengers
Number
assemble.
16? Avengers 16?
Avengers assemble.
Yeah. What's the significant thing about that? Because it's a very big key.
Well, those
Is that the blue? Is that the one with Cap on it?
It caps on the stretched out on the cover, and basically it's where they redo the whole lineup for the first time, and you have Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver and Hawkeye all on the Avengers team with Captain America. It's just the four of them, and it's called Cap's Quirky Quartet. See, there you go, history.
I need to get this book. It's pretty good.
Oh, it's a great book. I have a book like that. I have it's probably like a 9+. I gotta get slapped on that one.
All right. I'm gonna do an indie just for you, Journey.
All right. Is it gonna be e-learning?
Any one of y'all can get this though.
Is it gonna be ElfQuest?
No, what was that other thing that Jeff Smith did?
That what?
The bigger book, the bigger than Bone book.
Bone?
Yeah. You know Jeff Smith, the guy that did Bone.
Yeah, Bone. Yeah.
Okay, he did another book before that. That's a bigger like ghost book than.
Yeah, but it's not a more significant book than Bone. Bone is
It's more expensive than Bone one.
yeah, but Bone is the one that's more collectible. People chase Bone. People think
Oh, I know a couple chicks that chase Bone. I've been lighting dumpsters on fire since 1983. baby.
Bleak, thank you for sharing that story.
Is it in your mouth?
Whoa, whoa,
Yes.
whoa,
No, it came through.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, man. I heard something about it's in your mouth.
That's
Yeah,
Dude, we could not have been better prepared for that
that was
dumpster
really good
fire.
timing.
Oh yeah, that's the first train cover.
It's first Creatures of the Id.
I wasn't even looking. That is the first. What's his name? Mad.
Good job, Journey. You got it.
Did he finish his answer?
No, I knew he was gonna get it when he started saying Madman.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm,
All right,
I'm
y'all. I got to get rolling here. It's been 2 hours here almost.
You got to
I gotta go to bed.
to start.
all right,
All
Big
right,
T, bro.
Yeah, I got to get my fire extinguisher out and put this dumpster fire out.
That's a good idea.
All
Yeah,
right, you boys have a good night.
Cheers,
You
brother.
too.
Good night.
We'll do a couple more and then we'll get out of here.
It's a mad, mad world with a mad, mad man.
Mad world.
You should name your awards the Maniac's Guide to Collecting. Gold. You're welcome.
The Maniac's Guide to Collecting. Yeah. Already said the monikers. Man,
You get- You know,
You
because
should
you're
name you should name your awards immortality. Let's be honest.
be
well,
immortal.
yeah, but
Immortal awards.
but you know, Hulkamaniac, Biggie Maniac, the Maniac.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I know I did the same thing with immortality.
Mine's better.
I don't think it is actually.
This is kind of a weird book. I don't want to
There's
get
a lot of
like,
words. Mine is
Calling
one
a
word.
Biggie a maniac just rolls off the tongue. Immortal is like multiple syllables.
oh, this is fucking crazy. I didn't even know about this one. You guys are going to be like, what the fuck? Now, I'll have to confirm this in a second, but this looks very interesting.
Are you gonna confirm with eBay?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't use fucking my comic shop or where the fuck it is. What's this, guys?
Mr. Make it bigger. I can't even see what that is.
Yeah.
Mr. Average.
What the? What am I supposed
I had no idea, bro.
This is tough.
to- For Sam Keith art or something?
No.
No, this for Sam Keith is another book actually. I have no fucking idea. You got
That's-
me.
Yeah, fuck.
It's the fucking first Simpsons.
Get out of here, really?
It's the first Simpsons, dude. It's not
Okay.
the first Sim- The first Simpson is what the number 9.
All right.
Number 10.
92. Let's see. Mr. Average #1.
I thought the first Simpsons was in Bartman.
First Simpson is what the.
Apparently, it's this bad
Horrible
boy
book.
over here.
Believe it or not.
Well, we have 3 different opinions on where the
Yeah.
first Simpsons
I
are.
know. I've never seen this book before, but it's early productions of The Simpsons, black and white, very rare.
Early
First appearance of The
productions and
Simpsons,
first
170
appearance is two
bucks,
different
70
things.
bucks, $130. I mean, I would guess it's got a good fucking chance of being it because it's a no-name book and they're selling for like $100. So
Listen, I'm not going to argue that there might be some Simpson things in there, but it's not the first appearance.
I'll
I'll show you the first.
argue it is.
I'll tell you what the first. I'll show you right now.
Okay,
Show you.
you could try. Well, I hope you ain't going to Key Collector app because that shit ain't got nothing on me, dude. Fuck those guys. All right, let's look at these panels. Fuck.
What the year did that come out?
1988? No, 90.
It
92.
said
maybe?
93 or something on that.
Yeah, this one said 92, I think. They're early black and white, so I bet it's like, oh, look, there they are. There's the Simpsons right there. Wow.
Yep. New Warriors has a Simpsons appearance, or a human form of Simpsons appearance.
Let me find it.
First Krusty the Clown appeared way before that too.
Guilty as hell. That's so cool. I can't confirm this is right, but it does look pretty cool.
Well, and Journey did say it. Early appearance is definitely different than than a first appearance, but
The first time we're talking about the first time ever.
The first time they actually appeared was in Rock and Roll 17, so that was in 1990s.
First time they ever appeared was in the Tracy Ullman show.
Well, I said if
So
you're
I'm
not,
talking about like a magazine or comic form.
I'm just
like
saying,
a
you know, if we
comic.
want to get technical.
that was Mr. Average number
What
one.
was it talking about on TV Journey?
I had an
Why, you
idea.
have a bias against TV?
No, I was just telling you what I was talking about.
What does that even mean? You biased against TV? What's wrong?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, the guy who collected Ninja Turtles and watched The Simpsons growing up is biased against TV.
I believe so.
Simpsons Illustrated 1991, Beckerman says.
Yeah, that's the first Krusty the Clown.
Stop it, Bub.
New Warriors has a Simpsons appearance.
Oh my god, freaking they suck. Key Collected. It's not even any collected. The whole series of What Does not in there.
I think you could probably just ask Google. I'm sure.
I'm
I'm
going
sure
for-
Marvel,
hold on, I'm in
Marvel
fandom.
database will tell you.
Hold on, I'm in fandom.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Ask fandom.
I'm gonna have to go in a second. The kid's going crazy. Hey,
Okay.
Bub, stop throwing stuff.
Okay, so this right here is the first issue that Bart Simpson appears.
First appearance Simpson, Tracy Ullman era.
Talking about that's the what the
That's
what
the
not
what
the
the-
what if, but the
So
What the
what year did
no.
that come out?
The
This
year
one-
came out was January 29,
Oh my god! This one's, from
1991.
80, this one's from fucking 87, guys.
No, it's not. They didn't release the comics before the freaking show even came out.
Tracy Ullman show.
Oh, the Tracy Ullman show? Yes.
Check it out. Look at this. Animation magazine. First appearance Simpsons.
All right, that probably would win it.
Look, it's right
That
there.
might-
Oh my god!
Right?
All right, there you go. Yeah,
But it's a
But
fucking
yeah,
magazine. It's a
yeah, but
magazine.
that's a clip of that's a clip of the cartoon. It's not like animated just for comics. It's different.
Yeah, it's not a comic book, so it's kind of weird. But it was from 87. That's pretty interesting.
That was interesting.
Yeah, January 29, 1991 is when what the came out.
Well, do you consider the first appearance of the Ninja Turtles, the Journal the Journal, whatever
Yeah,
journal
the
number?
first one.
Well,
First
it is the
Leonardo,
first
maybe?
time. It's first time seen in print.
Yeah.
Not really. There's
What is
another
it?
book besides that. That's
Gobbledygook.
exactly gobbledygook.
It was Gobbledygook before or after. That's where I'm
It's
confused.
way before. Way before.
So why isn't Gobbledygook worth a lot more?
It is worth a lot.
It is worth a lot.
No, dude. No, I've seen Gobbledygook.
Oh,
Not that
shit.
expensive as I would think.
Oh,
I would have thought they were more expensive.
Gobbledygook, like in like a 6.0, is like 30 grand.
It's a fucking crazy book. It's a big, big collectible.
No, I know Gobbledygook is a good book, but I assumed that the journal came out first. But the same way as Marvel Age came out first with a black suit and all that shit over all the other Spider-Man books.
Yeah, there's a big Star Wars one for the Marvel Age as well.
You know, if you're a collector and you're a completionist, I get going after the previews and all that stuff. I'm not really a previews chaser though. I don't really like feed into that collecting.
No, neither do I, Journey. I wouldn't get a Malibu Sun, like whatever. I wouldn't get that for Spawn.
Listen, if I found one for dirt cheap and
If
stuff,
I found one, I'll get it.
That's
I'll
different.
get it.
That's
But
different.
I don't go chasing that, and I also don't think that
Thorn.
they have the same intrinsic value as the actual first true appearances. You know,
Mhm.
unless here's the only time I'll make a difference. If you get a full blown part of the comic, like for example, in Amazing Spider-Man 365, there's actually like how many pages of the original 2099 Spider-Man in there? It's not like a preview, just like an advertisement or something, or like an article about it. It's actually the first few pages of the actual comic.
I can't even find a fucking Thorn #1 on eBay. They don't even have a
The what number one?
Thorn.
Thorn.
Thorn is the big Jeff Smith Ghost book. They don't even have one on eBay. Do not even have one, as far as I can tell.
you know, books like that always make me wonder. Yeah, I guess there is a following for that, the big Jeff Smith people. But let's say you got one and you paid heavy duty money and you got undervalued because of the value. How long will that book sit before you can resell it? Before you find the right person that's willing to pay the right amount of money for that book?
If there's any bone collectors, they're gonna want that Thorn.
Bone sells pretty high. Like that sells pretty well.
Actually, you're limiting not only to bone collectors, but bone collectors that are not only into bone. Because you got people that are only into the bone. They don't give a shit about it. Other Jeff
You'll have
Smith
to
books.
Google it because it's that hard to fucking find.
You know, and I was thinking about what Hudat said the other day, and he's right. The thing about turtle collectors is they like it, but they don't necessarily have the money to pony up for those big books, and those big books could sit for a while.
Well, I live in Ohio, and he's from Columbus, I believe. So I always hope I could run into a Thorn, but I don't see many. Like, I see bone a lot, but I don't even know what a Thorn one looks like, come to think of it. I'm trying to figure it out.
You think you got one and you threw it away?
No, hell no. I would recognize the title and shit my pants, but I just haven't seen one.
But you really did get me thinking about that, Hudat.
I think it's this one. I think this is it right here. Hold on.
We need a Wolverine prototype because it's a. See, that's another thing. You got the Wolverine prototypes. You got this prototype. You got that prototype. It's cool, and there should be some value to it, but not. Let me go chase after it value. Not that kind of value.
It's cool that there's value to it. Some of them are just ridiculous in price, though. Those
Like the Foom number 8, I think, which is the first appearance of Giant Size X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, first of all, I believe it was actually released after Giant Size X-Men 1. I believe so. But even so, it's just a preview of the book that's really superior to it. Like, why should that be worth more than GSX 1?
Yeah, it shouldn't be, actually.
Anyways, you got the bone character on here, so it's the real first appearance of this character. And
So
then
that is actually Bone.
It's Thorn. It's before Bone 1.
Yeah, but that is Bone that's on there.
It looks like him, don't it?
If it is Bone that's on there, then I understand the value because it's actually the first appearance of Bone.
Yeah,
But if it's just Jeff Smith's first work, first works by writers are not necessarily that sought after.
This is bigger than Bone 1. I promise you.
Like, do you even know like Chris Claremont's first written work? Or
I don't know that this is his first. I'm just saying it's bigger than Bone.
Oh, it's probably Bone's first appearance, if that's the case.
I don't know.
Is he just on the cover, or is he in the book, or?
I don't know much about it. It's such a ghost, dude. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody even show the damn thing.
No. I actually rarely see Bone 1.
See, Dave knows. It was actually printed after GSX. Yeah, Boom 10. It was actually printed after GSX 1.
What was?
Which is like, it makes no fucking sense with that Foom book.
Oh, the Foom book? Foom book. Oh, yeah, Foom. I don't know, man.
I like those books. They're very collectibles for me, but not the kind of money that they're, I'm not going to go pay multiple $1,000s for a Foom number 10 just because it's like an early appearance of Giant Size X-Men.
Yeah, it was before GSX. I know what you're talking about now. I just don't even think about that much because you just go get the GSX.
No, it was printed after GSX.
Yeah,
Was it?
printed after. Yeah.
I thought it was a little bit before. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's what everybody thinks. It was actually released after.
Really?
That's the thing that makes it crazy. Even Dave agrees. Dave knows his shit. He's like a good historian.
Foom 10, early appearance X-Men. Okay, so there's this comic reader. Was that pre GSX? Probably not.
No, I think GSX was basically the first appearance of all those characters, unless there was like some newsletter or something,
You see this comic reader here?
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
1975, the first X-Men, whatever.
Same
Boom.
year as GSX.
First real appearance of new X-Men before 94. So it wasn't before GSX. It was just before 94. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be reading the eBay listings and believing it, but, you know, sometimes it's pretty fair. Like, there's another listing that says the same thing. I just hate fucking Key Collector Act. Predates GSC. This one says predates GSX. Probably bullshit. But,
Well, if you wrote it.
well, I know. I'm just something that's close.
Yeah.
Looks like other guys are mainly saying before 94, though. So it's probably a little bit after. I like this book. I considered buying it, but I mean, still want a GSX even if you got this thing.
You get the GS. Yeah.
Would you trade? Would you put your GSX and a bunch of other books in a package to trade for X-Men 1?
Yeah, sure would.
That's a good way for you to get that X-Men 1.
I'm not going to, but I would.
Oh, well.
I don't know what I'm going to end up selling.
Because you could get that GSX 1 without a problem. Again.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you know, you don't want to deplete his collection that much.
Well, if you're upgrading to X-Men 1 from GSX 1, I think that's
got any
good.
books you want to look at, Journey, before I get off here? Or Bleaker, or who that? Cookies.
What is it? Gore Shriek number 4. I would like to see. Is it Gore Shriek?
Gore Street?
Isn't that first Caputo, right?
Gore Shriek. SRSHRIEK or something.
Isn't that first Caputo?
It is first Capullo art
Gore Street.
cover. Actually, I think first Capullo.
Oh, I
cover.
know what you're talking about.
His first art was.
Hold on.
You want me to give you guys a super cheap spec for people that love chasing early arts from our legends, like McFarlane?
I can't.
One of the first Marvel works he did was on Spitfire number 4 from New Universe.
I have to check it out.
Gore Streak number 1.
Dollar bin all day, every day.
What the hell are you talking about?
Spitfire number 4
Oh, okay. Spitfire. Yeah, I could find that.
by It's McFarlane art. One of his earliest works in Marvel.
Google, it ain't eBay. That's why I'm having such a hard time. What the hell's going on? I don't like. All right, here we go. What? Gore Shriek.
I think it's Gore. It's Gore Shriek, right?
Gore Shriek.
Or is it Shriek Gore?
Could be Shriek Gore.
Gore Street comic.
I know which one you're talking about. It's the Caputo stuff.
Yeah.
Capullo.
I don't have it, and I'm looking for it.
Oh fuck!
But I don't want to pay eBay prices because that's ridiculous.
Why not?
Because that's silly.
But eBay knows.
Maybe it's
It's a value.
or anyway. Spitfire 4. Let's check that out. I think I've seen the book you're talking about, though.
Yeah, it's like a big robot monster that's on the front.
I thought it was like an ugly face cover.
No.
Spitfire and Troubleshooter. Is that it?
Is that number 4?
It says Spitfire and Troubleshooter number 4.
Make it big. Let me see. Yeah, I can't see that small. I just want to make sure that's the one.
Looks like the one.
More than likely, that's the one.
Oh.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe that's the one.
What's up with this comic, Journey?
McFarlane art.
That's the inside is inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's one of the first books he did for Marvel after he came over from
All right.
the DC.
What's his first cover? Infinity Inc. or something like that?
No, Coyote number.
Oh,
12.
Coyote. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Coyote up.
That's the one.
And it's got some value. You know which one's super cheap for a first work from a major artist? Samurai fucking Samurai Christmas
Oh, okay, I'm just misspelling it. That's the problem.
by
All
Jim
right.
Lee.
It's cheap unless you get it graded and signed by Jim Lee.
Yeah, but isn't it like wouldn't you think it would have a little bit more traction, especially if it's like it's a weird, rare indie book that Jim Lee did?
You would think, yeah, because it's Jim Lee, right? That's
I
the
thought-
reason that I hold. I know there's 2 first appearances of Harry Potter. One is, I think, Mystic, and the other one is the Love is Love. But the one that Love is Love, that has a Jim Lee pinup of Harry Potter. So I think that, I don't know. I just think it's better.
You know, like you got other books that are like way more insignificant that he's done and way more printed and they're worth more. That book, for some reason, it's weird to me that it's so over the price. I just want to hoard them and taunt to otaku with them.
There's your Gore Street.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So he did work on number 1 as well, but that's his first cover art.
Oh, I see. Oh, you want to see number 1? Okay.
Oh, no, that one was the good one. That one is amazing. But number 1 is also his first actual
Well, I
work.
thought that looked like a different cover than the one I was thinking it was.
Yeah, number 1 is like more of like a Scully face cover.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like a weird looking face. Yeah.
Do you think he would have been as big of a name if he didn't do that many spawns with the
Here it
McFarlane
is. Yeah.
over the years?
absolutely.
I don't know, man. He did such a good job on Spawn. I loved his Spawn work. So,
But do you
Well,
think he would have like stuck out like the way he does by being identified with that spawn?
Hold on.
Spawn has always had such great covers, right? So,
Isn't he most popular for Hellboy?
No, Spawn is what he's identified for the most. Obviously, he did those Hellboys, but
Yeah, it's
he does a sick Batman too.
that's a nasty cover, man. That's awesome.
Capullo did a sick Batman. He does great all horror art.
He's a great artist, man.
I kind of wish they put him on a couple of horror titles just to like showcase his work.
Yeah, he would rip that up, man. He would rip that up.
I know people like to put him on the superhero titles, but he's meant to do horror.
Well, I like him on Batman because it's dark and he's got some darkness, right? So,
And that's why he works so well on Spawn too.
yeah, exactly.
But I want like pure horror books, like zombie books and shit like that, and
That would be
vampires.
awesome. That'd be awesome. Are they really doing any lines like that though? I'd like to see a pure horror line. That'd be cool. I know they do Creep Show every now and again, and I knew they do this, that, and the other. But like a good horror book would be great.
Well, like mainstream, Marvel is starting with that black label now. Shit.
No, that's DC.
The bloody label or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about now, right? They make the bloody versions of the comics.
Okay, I didn't. I'm out of the loop when it comes to new comic books. Really.
All right, so like lately they started doing like there's a new series called Bloodlines Bloodlines, and they have a regular version and then they have a bloody version that comes in a poly bag.
Oh.
It's the same book, but one is way more gory and bloodier than the other.
Okay. All right.
So, and they said they're going to start releasing unique books under that line that are not versions. They're just one book that's the bloody war version.
Well, that DC's Black Label. I like that. I love the Black Label DC stuff.
Yeah, it's basically Marvel's late answer to the Black Label.
Okay, makes sense.
So I'm intrigued with that because they got a lot of characters they could get really gory with. Question is, would they allow them to?
But I like, yeah. Will they do other stories under that element, not just like Marvel's, not just superhero stories? Will they do other
That's supposedly what the plan is?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That's the first appearance of Golden Age Red Tornado, and the second Adam.
Yeah, what's the first Adam? Isn't he like in a cup or something, like a
I don't know.
bottle,
Golden
a
Age.
bottle in like in the river or something like that?
That's Silver Age.
That's Silver Age, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there was an Adam before the Silver. I didn't even know that.
Mhm.
First
A lot
book.
of DC's characters that came out in the Silver were ripoffs of Golden Age characters.
Oh yeah, highly. That's why you get all the prototype comics.
Well, I'm gonna guess it's in another All American. It ain't even gonna show us. There's a second again. I have to Google it.
eBay it.
He's on eBay right now.
Yeah.
The eBay doesn't talk to you like Google does.
Google might. Let's see.
Yeah, you
First,
could just go to like Marvel fandom for that kind of shit, or like DC fandom.
appearance.
Sometimes that helps. Sometimes even if you get like a non-molested Wikipedia works too.
This is how I
Sometimes,
look
yeah.
at fucking weird shit, man. I just fucking think it's dumb shit and I look for it.
But Wikipedia fixes itself overnight if like
Sometimes.
yeah, you can change it.
It's dependent on how many people change it.
The Atom, wow. It looks like it's this one.
Hey Blake, I was thinking about doing a living document.
Oh,
You tell me if you think the community would appreciate this. Make a living document of a comic book parts exchange,
Okay.
where people basically put like their wants for like parts of comics. Like I need a cover for, I don't know, a Justice League Silver Age
Werewolf by Night 32.
number 2, whatever. You know,
I
where
actually do
like,
need a cover for Werewolf by Night 32.
you get what I'm saying? Like stuff like
oh,
that.
that's this one.
Or I need specific staples from this era on this kind of a book.
Interesting. Well, you get a lot of comic book pressers in there, probably.
But I'm saying, do you think that there's people that would benefit and want to use that?
Well, I tried to put together a want chat. So like it's just like a I'm looking for chat. Not a I'm selling, not a look at all my stuff I do. Just a strictly I'm looking for books chat. And
Yeah, I remember.
it hasn't seemed to taken off very well. But
You really don't talk about that too much on church.
no, I don't. I should probably talk about it more. People
It would help.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is the first appearance and origin of the Atom right here.
Like Biggie, wouldn't you want to like? You have a couple like books that need like parts, like a back cover or some shit, you know, or a coupon or whatever the fuck.
yeah,
it is.
Marvel stamp or whatever. The
Yeah,
case.
wouldn't you benefit from that and say like, hey, I want to, I would want to like see if somebody has what I'm looking for.
Maybe. I need a back cover for my FF12.
Yeah,
That's
stuff like that.
That's
I
pretty
think
common.
I think a lot of these wants would be super difficult for people to find, but it'd be interesting to see what people want.
You know what? Yeah, that'll definitely be good. But you might get something as simple as I need staples from this era book in DC or Golden Age or something. And somebody might have like random freaking beat the shit comics with staples.
That's
that they
true.
get.
That is true.
What the hell is 35 cents recommending? Let me read that again. Scout Comics Electric Circus. Scout Comics Electric
It's a
Circus.
horror anthology, he says.
Crocus or circus? Crocus. Okay.
See, there are a few indie books like that.
All right. Thanks, 35. I appreciate
I'll definitely
that.
check it out.
I will check that out too. I like horror books, so that'll be fun.
But I think we were talking about more of like mainstream publishers like Marvel and DC putting out books like that as far as the horror stuff. They
It would
kinda
be like, well, you know how DC went into the Vertigo stuff, and like
Mhm.
they've branched out in like they even
why
did.
don't they just fucking bring that vertical line back?
I don't know.
I don't understand. Like,
Well, they basically, I think they changed Vertigo into Black Label, right?
I know that, but that vertical line had brand recognition in itself.
It did. It did. Especially being what the first Sandman and all that shit. That was fucking good shit.
You know, they could keep doing the black label and just bring back vertical for certain titles.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's weird that they changed it. I get it because it sounds super hip and cool. Black Label and all that bullshit.
The black label is more for like one shots and miniseries. Vertigo was for ongoing series.
Yeah, a lot of the Black Label stuff really, let's be honest, fucking revolves around Batman and the Joker and Harley Quinn. Sort of annoying.
Superman.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying at the time at the moment.
A really shitty Superman Lobo series.
yeah. I have a couple covers from that series.
If you're into the Bat Dong, you have that too.
Yeah, I got that too. Batman Damned. And again, cool art, cool covers, cool stories. Hi, K-pop. How you doing?
Caravan, the Black
Yeah,
Caravan,
Black Rat Caravan used to make some good horror shit.
Cherry Blackbird.
They definitely did.
You know, if I wanted to collect what I really wanted to collect, I'd have the entire fucking EC line and fucking all the Tales from the Crypts and all of that shit.
All right, well, I'm gonna wrap up. Thanks everybody came out. We're going to be doing the top collectors of the 2023-2024. So keep sending in those lists. And I appreciate all the participation. I've been getting a lot of cool people sending me lists, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's lists. And I will take a lot of consideration and thought into who places where. Don't forget the other two categories: most improved collector and best pickup, best comic book pickup. So you don't have to be the most financially spending comic collector. You could be a normal collector as long as you fit those two criteria. If you didn't collect that well, and then this last couple of years you did really well, let me know. And if you picked up a book for significantly cheaper than what you paid for, I'm interested in that too. So
What about the abnormal collectors?
if you want to do abnormal collectors, hit up
I don't
Comic
say the
Journey.
normal, including the normal ones, not the abnormal ones.
Send Journey your list if you're an abnormal collector, and he will consider making a list for you.
And then I'll send it to Biggie so he could do it.
I don't know anything about abnormal collectors.
Where's GTK? He's abnormal. Send him to do it.
Sorry, man, I jumped out because I gotta get up at 3 a.m. But I was going to show my original art for Coyote 11, McFarlane's first interior work. Get the fuck out of here! Was it Coyote 11? I thought it was like 2 or 3. I don't know shit about that.
Jeez.
Shit, geeks.
Very
I thought
cool.
12.
12? Well, he said 11.
Could be 11.
11 makes sense because it's probably ad for
It's 12 is the first cover.
right. 12's the first cover, but 11 might have interior art, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
All right. Well, I had fun. Thank everybody for hopping on. We're gonna get on out of here. What,
Peace out, man.
Well, thank you for blessing the community with your criticism of their collections.
I'm going to criticize everybody who sends me books. Very critical.
And you could be bought.
I can be bought if you spend enough money. Nobody sent me anything yet, so hopefully more money will be coming. Peace.
Biggie. Biggie.